Ahoy, Wonders, and welcome back to the table. We're back. We're about to hunt the mighty Megapede, I believe is what it was called.
Indeed.
Well, we still need to reconvene.
Yeah. Wait. You and Wake, me, are...
wake, me follow. No.
Me wake. Me have new pet frog. His name is Licky. And, we got separated after a blind rage segment.
Yeah, I did. Okay, so like I said, I had to enact Plan C, which Plan C was the entire party, or at least the player characters, get infected with the Rageapede venom. I didn't expect it to happen, but here we fucking are.
Every now and again, everybody's going to fail a con save, and you know what?
It happens now. Well, in any case, the party has been split up. For the most part, their gear has been stripped of them. Wake found himself in the middle of a bunch of tar pits, and got himself out, luckily, without actually getting, stuck inside of it.
Yep, I did not burn alive.
You did not burn alive, and
Always
you
good.
met a very sticky friend.
Very sticky, licky boy.
Morgan found himself jumping over the wall that leads to the other side of the grand staircase and almost plummeting to his death into a pit of lava that is probably about 25-minute drop.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah. That's a long way down.
Uh-huh. The grand staircase, man.
Don't get much grander.
And Chromagil, unfortunately being succumbed to some wild magic, got himself... went on a little bit of a rampage inside of a funglet little civilization off in the distance.
Apparently there was only one corpse I left behind, and I'm going to be honest, with his natural inclination to not exactly like the funglets, I'm going to say that's a win. We only got one.
Apparently Wake went on a frog-killing rampage like he hasn't in several months.
Some old habits die hard.
Yup.
And with that... so far, everyone has been kind of like put back on their merry way to go back. They see the burning house off. Well, not the burning house. Well, actually, yes.
Yeah.
The burning house.
You're welcome for the beacon.
Yeah, pretty much. That would have been the only. That's the only thing that pretty much saved you from everyone not being able to find where the fuck they were.
Yeah.
Gave us a nice centralized location to go, hey, there's action.
All right. So we'll start with Wake first, getting back there. You are just about 10 minutes away from the south end of where you guys were heading. So basically where you guys were walking into when you entered into Underhallum, you were facing in the southern direction. And now you're returning from it. So you just got back onto the road and you're heading over towards the burning house.
Oh, man. I got a long way off, huh, Licky? Man, you make horrifying noises. Just continues walking.
So you make it back. You see a giant puddle of green goop on the floor that's nearby where the house used to be.
All right, going to assume that's where all the flump juice spilled out and the hooked horrors dissolved into.
Yes.
All right, that was the shed. And just kind of like looking around the area.
Perception check.
Voltara! Micha! Devil Grin! Perception, that is a modified 20.
Interesting how he calls for them, not knowing our situation.
Okay. Well, they both hear you, but you see, like, off in the distance, like, probably towards where the north end was, just that little ridge just before you got to the house. You see Micha and Devil Grin kind of, like, draw near. They see you off in the distance, though they got their weapons drawn.
Chromagil! Morgan?
Micha has Morgan's gun pointed at you.
Oh, hey, Micha.
Is that... She looks so fucking, like, done with you. She looks over to Devil Grin. Has enough time passed? Devil Grin looks over to you. He, like, takes the hilt of his sword and, like, hits it under your chin very lightly. He doesn't, like, slap you with it. He just, like, poking you with it.
I'm saying, like, defense, like, fucking stop it. Psst, slap it away.
He's fine. He draws his weapon and puts it back in the sheath, and Micha just, like, hesitantly just, like, holsters the gun.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Where's everyone else? Or where did everyone else go?
I think you'd know a lot better than I did. What happened?
Well, I grabbed your stuff. I didn't. Well, technically, I didn't grab your stuff so much as you kind of went a little. You started vibrating very bad in a very, very weird way.
Right.
So, knowing that you probably would be the most collateral damage out of all of us, I used my sap and knocked you out and took some of your stuff off, but then you ran streaking off in the other distance.
That explains much.
Well, we kind of did that for everyone as under Devil Grin's advisement.
Ah. Well, good thinking, Devil Grin. And good sapping.
I'm very good at that.
Rubs the back of his head. Oh, this is Licky, by the way. Hold up the frog, like Simba style.
Devil Grin, like, looks at the frog. Why are you holding a lava toad?
Well, I met him on my way back, and now he's my friend, I think.
Oh, you were near the tar pits then.
Yes, that rings a bell. I look down at my tar-covered, scarred leg. Yes.
You're very lucky. Normally, if you get stuck in there, you're pretty much adhesed and are destined to sink to death.
There were some tar pits on my home island. It teaches you a few lessons.
Though I would advise to probably put that thing down and let it be off on its merry way.
No. Okay. Go back to your family there, Licky. I patted on its head and set it on the ground.
They are actually very renowned for being pack hunters.
Oh, well, this guy was all alone. Why were you all alone, Licky? Oh.
All right. We'll now switch over to Morgan.
On your way, Licky.
Yep. Morgan now enters the scene.
Hey, you look like you had fun.
Yeah, I'm just trying to shoo off a frog.
Yeah, the frog kind of like just like hops over towards you, looks up at you.
His name's Licky.
It adheses its tongue to your kneecap.
And that's why.
Noted. Go home. Go on, little buddy.
It doesn't let go.
Oh, okay. Should I be worried?
Didn't hurt me.
Devil Grin nods his head.
Mostly.
Where's my gun?
Micha holds it to you.
Thank you.
No, we should. Devil Grin's just like, we could do that, though it probably would be smart if we found a way to let this thing return to its home unharmed.
We'll just take it back there.
No, because you already took one of the young away from the tar pits already.
Oh, is he
They
just
will
a
be-
baby?
They will be very agitated if you were to return with it.
So they don't like you, Licky. You could stick with us if you want. Petting him.
There looks like there's a red ichor coming out from his tongue, and you hear sizzling coming from it.
Okay.
And thus why they are called lava toads.
They swim in hot tar.
Can I have the rest of my stuff, please?
Micha goes ahead and gives you all your
Thank
stuff
you.
back.
I use the butt of the pistol just to kind of nudge the adhesive tip of the...
Animal handling.
Oh, shit. I knew
I'll
it.
assist him.
Okay.
Go with advantage.
So that is a 10. Just let go.
It's okay, Licky. Just let him go. He really likes you.
He does let go, however, because of him fidgeting around so much and like kind of just like, you know that frog thing where they like rub their faces with their forearms? He kind of like does that to swat your hands away, and some of the ichor falls off his tongue. You guys take, both of you take.
Aw.
You assisted. You were in the splash zone.
You
I'm
assisted.
petting him. I get that.
Yeah.
You take 4 points of fire damage.
Ooh, hot boy. Hot.
He does let go though,
It's a spicy toad.
and he does kind of like hop off.
No. Bye, Licky.
Pats the burn marks or
the
the
best
singe from
frog.
my pant legs. Just, oh, God.
There goes the best frog
I was unable
ever
to
knew.
catch you. However, the problem with you was, as Devil Grin kind of like looks over towards Morgan. For some reason, I felt something pull on my very soul the moment I tried to give chase to you.
All right. Which one of you was doing that?
Well.
Of course it would be you. He came at me first, Morgan. Sorry about that.
Well, at least you're not in a raged form anymore. The venom, after a while, subsides. However, it's much better to just let someone go off and do their own thing. However, unfortunately, being this is the Underdark, yeah, it was quite a dangerous venture.
Any of you guys seen Chromagill?
You just returned.
Hey, Chromagill!
Scores. My friends, hello! Oh, goodness, it's great to be in the company of someone I respect. Oh, my.
I almost missed that. What do you mean by that, though?
Oh.
I mean, thank you, but what?
Well, I assume you've all deduced that you were probably enraged thanks to the Ragepedes and found yourself somewhere you didn't recognize. I found myself among the Funglets, and let me tell you, they're as bad as I thought. Anyway.
That's... I found frogs.
If you
Well,
were
frog.
not Chromagill, Devil Grin's now looking over at you. You've met the Funglets then, but how is that possible? You should be killed on the spot.
Well, apparently they didn't kill me despite me getting one of theirs.
You killed one of them?
Yes, and they said I had to make a payment, and apparently that payment is getting rid of a megapede, which I wanted to see if that was anything any of you knew anything about and wanted to help with.
That is a savage beast that eats minds.
Nature check. Wait concurs. Yeah, what they said.
It is a beast that most anyone who digs, like the dwarves inside this cavern, they destroy any sort of mining operation. They eat ore straight out of the vein.
Well, I'm going to go kill one. You want to come?
Why?
Because I have to. It's apparently what I owe these people. And while I might not think they're that great, I do understand the concept of debts and paying them off.
Blood debt.
Oh, gotcha. Don't really have many of those. Yeah, I mean, I guess. For bloodletting.
Far be it from me to impose on all of you. It was my foolish, enraged actions that put me in this debt. But just thought I'd present it as an available option. There might be some, we have no idea what this megapede could have. Perhaps it'd be worthwhile to check it out.
Maybe it has.
Did they point you out in any direction to where it might be?
I'm going to do a history check, because I probably didn't write that down, and I don't remember if you told me. Hey, what's a history check of 14 tell me?
History check of 14. The reason why this is so drastic to them is because it's very nearby. It's actually south of here, going down the road, they pointed out.
Oh, yes,
Which is exactly where Valtara went.
It's just south down the road a ways. That's where they told me it'd be. Do I know that Valtara is in that
They
direction?
told you
Oh, yeah,
she
that's
went
right,
in that
yeah.
direction.
And I believe Valtara was chasing it, so, we might also find some friends along the way.
Oh, yeah, she's not here.
Well, that's...
Now it's our problem.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, which of you has my shit?
That'd be Devil Grin.
Devil Grin, can I have my shit?
Gives it to you.
I have my shit!
Yeah, everyone gets their stuff back. Except for Valtara, who does not have any of her gear.
I can't remember. Did the
I
Funglets
think
take
the
my
Funglets
stuff?
took your shit.
'Cause I feel like I vaguely remember them saying that they had my stuff,
Yeah,
and I wasn't getting it back
Yeah,
until...
that's also another reason why they're putting you on this quest. They'll give you your stuff back until you kill the Megapede.
Congratulations on getting your things back! I'll hopefully get mine after we kill the Megapede.
Wait, the Funglets robbed you?
Well, I may have robbed them of one of their family members, so, probably an even trade.
I guess.
It was a really nice axe. Remember, understand that Chromagill comes from a different time.
Oh, what?
You were not
he's-
paying attention to the conversation.
He's a very-
He's like
he's a very
1,000
old-
years old.
I
He's
know.
a very old being.
And all he knows about Funglets is from his circle, which have all said, oh, they're the worst. So,
He's like a dad over 50 in the 60s, so only vaguely racist.
Yeah, so it's not that he actively hates them. It's just that he just thinks of them as less.
Secondhand nature.
Yeah. They're just a second-class fungus to him.
Well, in any case, be that as it may, your little spouts must have left you in some kind of haggard form. Perhaps maybe a short rest is in order.
I mean, I'm feeling pretty all right, but if anybody could benefit from a short rest, you can.
That's only if you guys want to take it, because at this point, it's now you just figured out, oh, so your entry to Colas and also Valtara is towards where this megapede is.
The only thing I'd benefit from at this point is a long rest.
I was going to say the only things I'm missing are things that come back from a long rest. A short rest won't really do anything for me.
And that's up to you guys if you want to wait eight hours to...
I'd rather Valtara not die, I
Yeah,
guess.
like the things I'm missing aren't essential. I have one cool
Yeah, I'm
power
fine.
I can't use anymore.
Yeah,
But
I'm fine.
That was your trade-off, pretty much. That's the trade-off of Plan C, unfortunately.
yeah, no,
One of your NPC mates might be in trouble if you go for a long rest or you go in a little unprepared.
I have like one key point left, which is enough for me to do like maybe one cool shit.
I can only do my cool Warden's Retribution twice instead of 3 times.
Okay,
And
well...
I think I only cast one spell that entire fight, so...
All right. Well, in that case, up until this point, now comes the time for you guys to decide what you want to do before you head into the road once more into the tunnel that leads into Colas.
Well, Wake would push for immediately following Valtara, not knowing what kind of danger she's in the direction of this megapede.
Chromagil is interested in paying off his debt so he doesn't owe them to those filthy funglets. And so he's just interested in getting out of that. But he, in accordance with his law of neutrality, he feels like he is now the one upsetting the balance, so he doesn't want to do anything else until this problem is solved. Because he feels personally the reason for imbalance now, and that's not good.
That
Well-
being said, with the house being burned down to the cinders the way it is the entrance to that one hidden room accessible through all the burned shit and the blown up shed?
I mean, it all fell and crumbled on top of it, so it's kind of like in a pit of
Like
rubble.
buried.
Yeah, it's kind of buried underneath all the stuff.
So I guess the question is...
The only other way you could enter in now is trying to find that one hatch that led down into the other side, but the other side is also covered where all the flump goo and chemical is that made you guys go crazy.
Thanks to a great use of a shatter.
Hey, man. It worked.
Yeah, you
So
got the job done.
you could attempt venturing into there and letting the venom soak into a wound that's now blistering on your arm.
Nah, Wake's not that curious. I mean, it's a mystery that's unfortunately gonna be left unsolved.
It was probably a tunnel mostly being used by these Rageapedes.
I mean, it's definitely something that's piqued his interest in the fact that it's related to, the abyssal tumors that he knew about way before. But
And that Vitreus might be involved in some way.
yeah, but I think crossing paths with Vitreus will.
Well, you're
yield these
destined to
results
meet
as
him
well.
anyway. He's
Yeah.
told you
Yeah.
he's going to meet you in Deepswell.
Dimswell.
Dipswell, yeah.
I mean, this place isn't going anywhere.
His name even sounds like
That's
Betray
true, and
Us.
if we have to go, which way is the which way did
South.
Chromagil come from?
He came from the west. He actually came from the west.
But they told me it was to the south, right? Was that
You
what
it was like southwest,
Yeah.
but you came in from the west because they kind of just went like, go this way.
Gotcha.
Okay, so would we have to come back here in order to get to the funglet area that he came from?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll have to come back here anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, to Valtara!
All right, let's go.
All right. So with that, we're gonna switch to the map.
The map.
Oh, bother.
Oh, look, it's Valtara!
Wait, what?
She's on the map.
Is she?
Yeah, she's right next to me.
Wait, no. You were... The fuck? How?
I don't know.
Is that Micha?
Oh, wait, what?
Hold on.
Your map looks different than mine.
Oh, why does my map look different?
That's weird.
I'm not.
Oh, well, I'm not going to argue it. My map shows Valtara where Chromagil is standing on the main
Might
map.
want to refresh because that's not right.
Yeah. No, I'll refresh. Mine's the one that's not right.
Might just be a safe bet for everyone to refresh.
I didn't realize we'd be jumping into the map this quickly. I wasn't even ready yet.
I warned you to be.
I mean, you did. You warned me that we would, but, you know, you also said that, like...
Well, the fact that the funglets are a thing might adjust to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, disappear, little tab. I don't need to know
Tilt.
who's
Yeah,
rolling. what.
let's give everyone a minute then to see like why
All
their
right, I'm
stuff's
in.
not
There
working.
we go.
And now everything looks correct.
I'll be logged in here in a second. You guys can go ahead and start.
Should be easy for you since you're logged in on all these tablets.
Weirdly enough, I'm apparently not logged into this one.
Huh.
Even though I thought I was logged
Okay,
in.
so with that, you
I
guys
just log in as you.
continue down the road. You start entering into the mouth of what looks like a tunnel. There is dwarven etchings drawn on both sides of the tunnel as you enter in. This looks like it's just a very basic main road and sort of a tunnel. It has wide enough of a road that caravans can come back and forth out of it. But and also when you enter in, there are torches that are lit by a red flame. But it looks like going down further past one more set, there is a lot more of a rocky road in front of you. Like some of you kind of like step on some broken up rocks and everything. Kind of also has like this weird silvery ore like gleam on it. You get to the final two pillars of light before the road disappears into darkness in front of you.
Well, I guess we just gotta. Wake pulls out a torch.
Yep,
pops out or turns on his lantern. I guess.
Devil Grin is kind of just like standing very much at attention. There are supposed to be more lights than this.
Of course there were.
Well, I guess we just gotta make do with what we have. So, pulls out lantern, just tries to look forward as best he could.
Perception check.
11.
11. You hold your lantern out. The darkness swallows the light. That is the most Kingdom Hearts thing I've ever said in this whole entire campaign.
I hear darkness is the heart's true essence.
This might be some form of magical darkness.
That's impossible. It's probably because of the fact that we're so deep underneath a tunnel within the Underdark itself.
I have kind of like night vision. I'm going to do a perception check and see if I can see anything.
Yes.
Do I get advantage or anything?
No, just what's your roll?
A 4.
Because there are other things other than sight you can rely on.
I guess that's true.
Perception doesn't always have to be sight.
That's fair. Well, either way, got a real bad roll with a 4.
Okay, well with sight, yeah, you kind of like the light because of the fire emanating light. That's kind of fucking with your dark vision, so you're
Okay.
kind of stuck in this weird middle ground.
It is very unsettlingly dark here.
Micha's gonna roll a perception check. The nat 20.
Wow.
You guys watch as she just like perks her ears up. It twitches over to the right. Her right ear twitches, and she looks off in that direction, and she pulls her mask down in front of her. I hear something coming from over there.
Wake pulls out one of his torches and lights it up and throws it out in front of him, kind of in that direction.
Which direction? Point. Which way you want to go?
I'm going to say diagonally from Wake in the direction that Micha was noting.
Okay.
Off
So
and forward and to the right. You said?
I will reveal the area from which your torch. Because you throw your torch out in the
basically
distance.
I just take it.
Not 10 feet, you hear a bonk, and it knocks off of something, and this appears. Oh God, no! Don't do that. That's too much.
Oh God, no!
Show the whole map.
There's blood.
It's going off road.
Wake will venture into the darkness to take a look over here.
Okay, let me go ahead and light up a little bit more here for you.
Light up the night.
In fact, I'm going to go over and examine this blood and be the first to get attacked by whatever left it.
Okay. Since you do have a light on you, I'm gonna give you this much. So how do you want to examine this?
I'm going to get down. I'm just going to, I guess, look at it from the perspective of, you know, a hunter trying to track prey. I want to see how fresh it is. I want to...
Detecting how fresh it is, that'd be a survival check.
Okay. Yeah, see how fresh it is. See... Potentially, if I know
any
the
idea
type of
what
creature that
direction I'm
bled it. That would be a 23.
23. It's dry. This is not recent. However, this is not blood that you would think you are familiar with. It doesn't feel like it's insect blood. It doesn't feel like it's blood from any sort of humanoid. This blood, even though it's completely dried out, it almost has this weird, almost like the smell that emanates from smoke that comes out of a magic shop that you would remember from being up on the surface. It has a weird arcane smell to it that comes from most potion brewers. The blood splatter looks like it's only one drop, but the drop is huge.
Well, whatever this is, it came from something big and vaguely magical, and it is not fresh. So don't worry about it. It's not Voltara, at least.
Micha will want to get a closer look at that.
Oh, hey, you know blood.
Yes, Wake, I know blood. And she rolls a nat 1. You get in her way.
Excuse me. I just said a whole bunch of cool shit about this blood, and the blood doctor doesn't know. So don't blame me.
Hearing everyone talk, Chromagill would move
She
up.
can't because of her eyes are adjusting out of it,
Gotcha.
so she can't figure it out. Like she's like trying to paw at it, trying to figure it out, but through her mask, you being like in the way because it is a tight corner space. Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird cartoony fight sequence trying to get in there.
I scrape some up with a knife. There's yours.
She will try one more time. Okay, much better. Sorry, I know you.
I was gonna say, Chromagill, just hearing all of this commotion and realizing it must not be dangerous, just kind of waddles forward.
You waddle forward. All right,
Yeah.
hold on. Let me do something here then, because
As Chromagill steps into the maw of a dragon.
Yeah, your actions, your move actions have consequences here, so you have to be careful where you're going.
Yeah, no, that's my intention and expectation, and why I was announcing I moved here.
Micha kind of like turns and looks to Morgan. You said something that whatever's haunting you has something to do with an ogre, right?
Yeah, that's Ulfric.
She like takes the knife that you handed her and hands it to you. Roll knowledge history with advantage.
Okay. Thank God for that advantage. That is a 13.
This is ogre blood.
Oh, boy. I really hope he doesn't show up.
What, the ogre?
Why did someone tell me? Shut up. It's nothing.
What's going on here?
I want to see. No, you don't.
Micha just like backs up like, okay, we're just gonna withdraw the knife and give it back to Wake.
I brush it off and put it back in my little bandolier.
That is ogre's blood.
You don't know what type, unfortunately. But with that, you do know
positive.
it is ogre's blood.
Yeah. That's all I can tell you.
Devil Grin kind of like perks up and walks on over, trying to when he hears that.
Ogre blood, you say?
Well, I don't know how ogres fare, and considering that you're being haunted by one, it must be some kind of curse. Down here, ogres are a menace, and we kill them without hesitation.
I don't know that I've ever dealt with one personally, so can't speak from experience.
I'm sure you surface dwellers would call them cave ogres.
Sure.
What are you rolling?
With a history check of 18.
18?
What do I know about ogres?
Brutish race. They have little regard for anything else around them. They take what they want and they break shit without any sort of hesitance. If they feel like anything applies to them or they are in need of, they will just take it without worry. You know that ogres have been known to rip up lumber and use trees as their own fortifications where you're from.
I don't believe I've personally met an ogre, but all the stories I've heard haven't exactly been positive.
I feel like I'm getting personally attacked.
Oh, but you're great.
Yes, human.
Well, this one is either wounded or has very long since been wounded or dead. So,
Well, the path keeps going, does it not? Maybe
mean,
there's
yeah.
something. Maybe there's nothing of worse for wear going forward.
Wake will continue down this little path here, this little offshoot with this blood.
I'm gonna reveal the area for Devil Grin as he walks up. The pathway's still going, and for
I hope
you,
so they built a road.
you're going to have to roll me a perception check.
This
if
is
you
some
want.
aggressive fucking darkness.
Yeah, you want to do a perception check if you're not actually going to step into the darkness.
Man, the fuck's the point of having this lantern? That is a 17.
Well, the fact that you have the lantern means that a lot more of the map is being revealed when you
Gotcha.
step into it.
All right. Yeah.
17.
17?
For what I got here.
You hear chittering off in the distance.
Well, got something. I shall.
Oh boy. Okay, I step in.
Oh, you do.
I do.
Very well.
Puts a foot into the
I have
darkness.
no other choice.
No, you have plenty of choice. There's
I mean, yeah, there's a choice to back out, but Wake, Mama Wake didn't raise no coward, nor did she raise Wake, so it's fine.
The player had a choice. Wake did not.
Devil Grin pretty much turns and sees that you're not going down the road. Are you sure that's wise?
Nope.
Okay. Mitra just like backs up and Devil Grin kind of just like looks towards the road, but then back over towards where Wake is going.
Voltara! You've never been known to chitter.
You hear something running across stone for like a good 5 seconds off in the distance. It's coming from the southeast of you.
It's not exactly Voltara-like behavior.
But it could be whatever Voltara encountered on her way here.
Very true.
Should have done this earlier, but Morgan taps Mitra on the shoulder.
Do you mind watching my back for a little bit?
Very well. What are you doing?
I'm communing spirits. I'm basically going to be in a meditative state for. It's a ritual, so it'll be a few minutes.
Hey, can you
Okay.
look after, can you
Don't
look
worry,
after
I'm-
me for a second? Sure, what are you?
Pretty much. Roll in the back of the head.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'll deal with whatever's down here, I guess. Continue stepping down.
Oh boy.
Okay. Let me reveal area.
That's the one kind of caveat with the spiritualist is it's a setup class. You have to set up a lot of things.
You're gonna need to make sure that you're not in immediate danger when you start doing your shit.
Especially with the specific ghost I'm channeling. I'm gonna need it.
This is what you see. You come into a small opening that runs along the side of where the dwarven ruined etched wall is. You have finally reached the entire right side of the wall.
Hey, I found the edge of the wall. I don't see what was ever making that noise, though. Just kind of
Wielding the lantern about.
Devil Grin will follow in after you. Kind of like step. Oh god, Devil Grin! This fucking computer is so unwieldy when it comes to dragging shit.
Your NPCs will move as far as they want.
Yeah, right. So we'll get to you then. So go ahead and tell me the logistics of this feature.
Basically, I just have to spend. I believe it's a 10-minute ritual because that's the speed for rituals, isn't it? For
Yes.
commune spirits.
It is 10 minutes.
Yeah. Basically, I do that. I pick a spirit to be imbued with, and I gain access to abilities.
Fun
Oh,
fact:
okay.
10 minutes is 100 rounds of combat.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to be like, I want some setup time, please.
I mean, you could, as long as Nick, do you want Wake to wait, or you're gonna?
Wake has no idea this is happening.
I know that's why I'm like,
He's
I was
just
like,
descending into darkness.
it's like, wait, oh no.
As Misha, Krovagill, and
Yeah.
Morgan kind of hang back and just be like, I'll see what's happening. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm a big beefy body in case something wants to eat you.
Yeah, basically, I'm just gonna be channeling the spirit of hate. So
Okay. So while that's happening, Wake, like I said, you enter in a little bit more of an open mouth. there looks like there's a little bit more of a ongoing nook to the south of you, but it looks like the pathway opens up way more to the north of where you are.
Well, this looks relatively promising.
Roll a perception check.
Nat 20.
At 20. Yeah, let me roll for Devil Grin. He got a very fair roll as well.
I see everything.
Both you and Devil Grin, both your heads turn 180 degrees over to the south. And you see that there's two little bits of antennae kind of like coming up out of the floor. It's a Rageapede trying to ascend to try to attack you guys. It failed its roll very miserably, so it doesn't actually know that you guys are aware of its presence. Let me reveal it. Fuck, god damn it, please stop. Stop.
Trackpad. gave
You
me
want
problems.
to add a Rageapede? How dare
Yeah,
you?
this trackpad is bonkers stupid.
Do you want me to get you a mouse?
Are you trying to like drag it off of the?
No, I'm trying to get it out of
The fog of war.
yeah, the fog of war shit.
like the DM layer or whatever it is.
Yes.
Yeah, I usually just hide stuff in the fog of war and drag it out as necessary.
I mean, I figured there was a basic way to do this. I was told there was.
Roll 20 is great for a lot of things, but it's still a little wonky in places.
Does have a lot of stuff to maintain
Well,
and manage.
it-
So
Yeah.
Maintaining is fine. The problem is that this fucking doing this on a MacBook Pro is the worst possible idea I've ever could have
not having
conceived.
it, not having an
You know what?
accurate
Fuck
way
it. Let
to-
me get an NPC token. Sorry for the hold up.
It's all good.
You good?
I was gonna say I'm the one in limbo right now.
Crowagel's just chilling over Morgan's.
Did it appear, or am I crazy?
I do
I'm
not see it.
seeing it. Assuming it's right by or near Wake or something,
Okay. Well,
and not enough spot that's
let me delete
blocked
it.
by
Let me
darkness.
just straight up fucking delete it then. Switch to token layer and see if that works. Yeah. Come on.
Hey, there's a skull.
It's right there.
Oh wow, it's real close to me.
Yeah.
It thought it was being sneaky, but then, wait, get a surprise attack on this motherfucker.
Let me open up the book. I have to get it out.
Ah,
No, go ahead. You're more than welcome
All
to
right.
keep going.
Wake's like, oh boy, I sure hope nothing comes out and stabs. Ah!
What do you-
Trident in the face.
That's me, just defenseless right here, not knowing anything's right behind me.
I'll allow you to get, since you're able to discern it and it doesn't know that you have discerned its location, I'll allow you advantage on this attack.
Oh shit, well I'll take that. I think I hit with that one, but if I can get better, that's actually one worse. So that is a 22 to hit.
Rageapede. Here you are.
Let's wait for Megapede.
No,
oh,
no,
he
no.
found the box.
Oh, trust me, no, it's not that. So,
Solo XP.
This hand of fate shit.
yeah.
Oh, ran into the boss.
Well, you believe it's a Rageapede because you only see the antennae kind of stick out, and the only thing you've encountered of that so far is a Rageapede. So, go ahead and hit it.
This isn't even the scariest centipede I've ever seen. That is, sorry, one sec. 4 plus 8, 9. That's 10 damage with the stab. And am I taking a full attack round on it, or is this just
Yeah,
a
yeah,
surprise?
yeah.
Okay. Follow up with an unarmed strike bonus action. That is a 19 to hit,
That will hit.
dealing 9 damage as I give it a quick kick up in the air as I swing the quarterstaff around to slam it back to the ground. That is an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Awesome. And slamming it back down to the ground for another 10 points of damage.
All right, so go ahead and
that's-
fluff how you kill this thing.
Okay, so basically I stab it, and then as I like kind of fling it up in the air, I juggle kick it a little bit higher, and as it's coming back down, I just slam it down, and it snaps in two.
Snapping it in two, it is not the same kind of Rageapede you have seen before. In fact, it probably isn't even a Rageapede at all, because this thing is way more fuzzy and has a bioluminescent little track that goes down the underside of it. When you cut it in twain, you actually see this sort of vein reach in towards the center where you cut, and there's an artery that gives it a bioluminescent touch.
Well, see, that thing's not even that scary. It doesn't even have all these rib cages or faces under it, and also it's all glowy.
That is just a...
You killed a bug, Wake.
Yeah. No. That's
Way to go.
No, that's fine. You
Goddamn
killed...
monster.
Yeah, like Devil Grin kind of just like looks over. He goes, "Oh, it's merely just a oversized one. They have been known to grow at least to the size of what's that thing you surface dwellers have?
Caterpillars.
Komodo dragons."
That can get pretty
Yeah, those are big.
While
Wake
while their
thinking
venom is
about that
not-
only thinks about the people that were hanging out with.
Oh, relieve.
Yeah,
he was
relief.
thinking about relief. It's like, wow, that's big.
Well, this one's poison won't induce any rage, but suffice to say, centipedes are here, and they can grow to this size. They aren't as dangerous, they just feel like a little bit more of a symptom to the bigger cause.
Well, while we're just sitting here, keeping our eyes about us for any other ones, Wake's gonna go ahead and see what he can carve out of this thing.
Survival?
Yeah. That is a 24.
24? You're able to pull off, like, a piece of the carapace that wasn't cut in half. So you have, like, one pound of a giant centipede carapace.
Cool.
Because of this thing being the first time you've ever seen of its own kind, like, getting anything, like, very big, you know, like a poison sac or something like that, that's not gonna happen at this point.
Yeah.
So, with you and Devil Grin taking care of that scenario, Morgan, by now, has completely transferred over his abilities to have a rage.
Mm-hmm.
And that is completed.
Okay.
Is everything okay? Just kind of pokes Morgan.
Just eyes shoot open, just saw black. Oh, yeah. I miss this.
Okay. That's normal. Just kind of backs away a little bit.
I need you two to roll me perception checks.
All right. Do.
Ooh, nat 20.
16.
I'm seeing whatever's coming.
This isn't seeing.
Huh? I'm hearing.
Knowing. This is hearing, yes. You hear something very large moving in some direction to the north west of you.
Cromwell kind of points in the direction he heard it. There's definitely something large moving to the northwest here. Presuming I have a compass direction in mind.
Well, no, you turn and face the direction where you hear the noise. And what did you get?
16.
16? There's no fucking possible way you couldn't have noticed it either. You just hear something grinding stone to the northwest of you.
You heard it too, right?
Oh, yeah. I did hear it. Now I understand why Morgan had me come out here.
What?
So what should we call you then, says Micha.
The name's Elrin. Very nice to meet ya.
That's funny. Her name is Micha.
Oh, well, I'll be damned.
Her ears just flop to a flat line like, son of a bitch. Well, in any case, now we know something big's to the north of us. She, like, moves over this way. She looks into the... She's actually gonna walk into the darkness. She's not gonna...
She ain't scared.
Yeah. She's gonna take at least one step.
I'm a doctor. Steps defiantly into the shadows.
She takes a huff of her mask and like peers over. She puts her paws on top of the smooth side of the stone. The stone ascends into the darkness, so you can't really see anything going above it. However, she's now just like patting her paws on top of the rock, and she feels off to the side, and it still keeps going. Though now there is a giant open tunnel all the way to the left that leads to the north of there.
Miguel, how far away do your rapport spores?
30-foot radius.
Okay.
So in 30 feet, all directions around me.
All right. So right now, where I'm standing, it's fuzzy.
Wake, when you extend your hand out into the darkness from where you're standing, I assume it's going to be to the north, yes?
Yeah.
It's open air. You can move your hand 180 degrees in the front of you.
Well, there's still some more stuff up here. I don't think we found what took care of that ogre.
Devil Grin rolls an investigation check, patting the area where he is right now. Unfortunately not enough to reveal the area, but it does feel like most of what's in front of him is taken over by rock.
He's just gonna tap his staff in front of him, make sure he's not walking off a cliff.
Full clear. It's just like you're walking in a field.
All right, I step forward,
Step forward. All right.
keep my wits about me. All right, now this is a Micha search, or this is a Voltara search party. All right, it's clear over this way.
You start seeing some more blood just underneath you.
More blood, though.
Roll a perception check.
Perceiving.
Wait, I'm percepting something.
That is a 12.
Okay, you see
Which is
nothing.
which is my passive.
Nothing comes into your field of vision, nor do you hear anything. You just step on the blood and you hear like a little bit of a squelch.
Actually, my passive should be a 13 since... There we go. Oh, God, I hope that's not Voltara. I look down.
You see what looks like the bits and bobs of a very big finger.
Ew.
Gray-skinned, and it looks more humanoid, so it's definitely not Valtara's.
I step to the side and then kind of like poking, just making sure I'm getting around this thing so
What's
I can get
your
a better
AC?
look. Okay. I guess we're there now. My AC is a 18.
18. You feel something tug on the back of your leg, like it hits the calf.
Yeah, stop. No!
All right, one quick second here. So this is a to hit a 1d6 plus 2. All right, you take 5 points of piercing damage and plus 5 points of poison damage.
Wow.
I need you to roll me a wisdom save.
Luckily, those are things I'm okay at, hopefully. That is a 18.
Whatever bit you pissed you off very, very bad, but
Mother!
But you immediately stop yourself from continuing on with that, and you look down, and you have a bite wound that is very reminiscent to dripping the same kind of poison that was in the barrels before.
No, you're better than that, Wake. You're better than that. You are better than your anger. Sit. Who the fuck did that, please?
Unfortunately, with that deck save, you can't find them. Unless you want to perceive again. Devil Grin approaches you, hearing you scream like that.
I mean, I'm holding out my lantern. I mean, I'm.
I know, but you...
How far is this thing supposed to cast light?
Just go and then just slunk back into the darkness.
This is perception.
Yep.
That is a 19.
19? Unfortunately, you see nothing. You cast your lantern out. You do reveal more of the map, but you see nothing in there.
What do I see? At
I'm
least?
gonna give you it.
All right.
I'm gonna give you it.
That's a rock.
Yep, that looks like Earth that was moved. It almost looks like there's a small little hole that was patched over with rock. It is covered in blood, and it has more of those like fingers and like bits of what looks like a giant hand kind of sticking out of it.
I think this thing crushed our ogre.
Devil,
Also, look out, because the rocks are bitey.
Devil Grin will move up to investigate.
I'm keeping my eyes near his legs.
Okay. I need you to roll me a perception check while he does investigation.
That's another 19.
19? Alright. Investigation for him was not that great. This wasn't something being crushed. This is something just being bit apart, and this is where the blood splatter was. Now, as for the creature not seeing anything... God damn, these things are stealthy. You do not see a thing.
All right. Continuing on.
Let's move over back to...
Yeah.
I was gonna say, hearing some of the commotion over there, Chromago would start moving, like not towards where he heard danger, but more towards where he kind of knows.
Yeah, you guys overhear Wake kind of just like Yeah, like,
Yeah.
like just start cussing a little bit.
So he'd probably head this way, and danger be damned, he would take at least one step into the darkness. So right there.
Oh, you're walking forward, are you? All right.
Hearing them in this direction, and he's like, all right, well, let's see what's over here.
I mean, if there's no path that way, then you would be hearing us from around the corner of where Wake.
There are
left off.
rocks
Oh,
blocking
there are
your
rocks
path.
over there? Okay.
From where you're standing, there are rocks blocking your path, and the rock to your left is actually overtaking a bigger portion of the entire wall. None of these rocks look natural, by the way. They all look like they were broken apart off something.
Just kind of feels around. There's nothing immediately around me, but I could have sworn I heard Wake in this direction. Wake, are you okay?
You hear Chromagill's voice just very lightly.
Guys, got bit by something. I'm over here. It made me really mad, but I'm better than that. I know I am. Mostly.
Just kind of feeling along the rocks, just being like, oh, I think there's a wall dividing us. Okay,
Well, you can see it.
Okay.
Like it looks like rocks fell and there's
gotcha.
a
So I'm like
blocked
kind of
path.
looking through
Yeah,
rocks.
you're kind of like looking through like a broken up path. This
Oh.
this used to be way more clear, but it looks like rocks were thrown in here, or they fell, or something bigger is moving stuff.
Well, we definitely heard something, kind of like gestures behind him, in that direction that will probably be very big and scary, so I want to make sure we're all together.
Well, Meecha's gonna move away from the wall, now hearing that something wrong's going on over here. Oh boy, they might need us.
Okay.
Unless, Mr. Morgan has another idea.
Lead the way.
I was going to say, Morgan isn't here right now.
Yeah, Morgan's not here!
I killed him.
Oh, fuck. Hold on, I just gotta take out this pesky soul.
But I liked him.
She's gonna move over here towards you, trying to examine the area. She looks it over and she's like, yeah, no, this looks like something broke apart here. This doesn't look like natural rock formation.
Either something tore apart these boulders or they brought them here. I'm going to assume the former.
Chromagill, since you have dark vision, I'd like you, and you're looking through the rocks at this point, I'd like you to make a perception check.
Sure. That is a 16.
One entire piece of the rock in front of you moved on the opposite side, almost like something was moving out of your out of that little sliver of hole.
Wake, something near you might be moving. I feel like I've seen some shifting.
Is it me?
No, it looks like one of these rocks might be tumbling, or it might not have been a rock, and it could have been something very big.
You want to roll a, if you want to cast any more bigger light, roll me a survival check.
Survival, that would be a 10.
10. Okay. You kind of like circle around yourself. Roll me a perception check.
Let's see. That is a 15.
15. These fucking things are speedy. Holy shit.
They keep slipping in and out.
They keep slipping in and out. You see nothing moving in front of you. However, you do hear something big, like almost like a crab walking across a stone. Like you hear that off in the distance.
I'm familiar with that.
Well,
but
what
I
are
hear
some-
the direction it's coming from, right?
It's directly in front of you.
All right. I'm going to use my senses, and with disadvantage, I'm just going to throw a dagger at where I hear it.
Roll a disadvantage.
Gotta be worse than that. Again, I only rolled one worse. That is a 27 to hit.
27.
That's Wake's, like, I rolled a natural 20, and then I rolled a 19.
Well, your dagger connects with something. You hear it stick to something, and then you hear not like a shrill, That's more of a better word to put it. You hear a shrill off in the distance, and then something, like, even everyone else on the opposite end of the wall can hear something shifting along the rocks.
Something's happened.
Should I roll damage?
Yes.
All right, that is 7 damage to whatever I just threw this dagger into.
Okay, and whatever it is, it's moving away from your light source and staying in the darkness. Devil Grin will move on up to try and see if he can see anything. I need him to roll a save. Okay, well, something does bite at Devil Grin, but all it does is push him, and it doesn't actually break through his scale mail. So he is now aware that there's something else around him.
Yeah, there's lots of things around here, apparently. It's a bug hunt, man! A bug hunt!
Let me reveal the area. That's about as much as he can get from where he is. That's revealed. I am going to grant you one more perception check before we move into combat.
Okie dokie. Be good this time. I mean, I guess I can't complain after those combat or those attack rolls. Yeah, that's a 13.
Yeah. Again, you still hear this thing. You know that there's something in front of you, but you can't tell from which direction. It's staying in the darkness.
I pull out another dagger. At this point, I'm just closing my eyes and using my ears.
All right, well, for anyone else, I'm going to allow you at least your movement speed or a dash action to get to here before combat moves on.
Let me just...
So, unless you guys want to dash or if you want to fucking do anything or move in any certain direction, now would be the time before combat initiates.
Yeah. Let me just see here. So my speed is 30. I can get over here. I think for the sake of fun, I'll just dash. Come on, go back to the select. Oh, not there. Wow. Come on. And... Bop.
There we go.
Okay. So you dash there?
Yep.
All right.
I can dash to here. So I'm getting closer, but not quite. Also, I think I might have accidentally dragged Micha with me.
You dragged Micha.
I'm sorry.
President
Micha
just Kool-Aid man through those rocks.
will be over here. And you decide to run around?
Yeah, he's just trying to book it because he doesn't know.
Oh, do you want to dash? Because that can take double your movement.
Oh, can I do double?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Dashing takes up double.
Gotcha. All right, then yeah. Then if that's the case, then I will go ahead and get 1, 2, 3. There.
Okay. Well, Morgan moved into a certain spot. What is your AC?
16.
16? You must have tripped on a rock or something, because the only thing you felt is something kind of like lace on your leg, and when you look down, nothing's there. And everyone now rolls initiative.
All right.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Damn it.
Not a great initiative roll.
I'm a 6.
Hey, me too.
Yay!
Your dex is definitely naturally better than mine, though, so
Yeah.
you're above me.
12.
All right, 12. Nick is going to go first on that order, and then followed by Grant. And now to roll for everyone else. Valtara. Oh my god, no one's prepared.
Valtara
Hey, not Valtara, I apologize.
Micha.
Micha.
was all excited. I was like, we found her!
Micha got a 2.
She bumped
Jeez.
into us in the
Okay,
darkness.
You both rolled a 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so
now
6, 6,
for
12,
Devil
2.
Grin.
Oh, jeez.
Devil Grin's not any much better. Devil Grin, what's your dex? Because Devil Grin matched you.
+3.
+3?
Yeah.
Devil Grin has a +4, so he's going before you.
Okay. So,
And now to roll for the opposition. Okay, well, everyone except for the bigger threat has that number very well. Followed by 2. Okay. All right, we are. The list is now complete. Let me see what this guy's gonna do here. He notices something very, very large approaching from the south. So he's going to go ahead and move this way. I need Devil Grin and I need Chromagill to roll perception checks.
Nice.
22.
22. From just above you out of the darkness, you watch as a centipede's antennae just like kind of like enters in from your vision. You look up to your right, and there it is, like snapping its. There's a giant centipede snapping its jaws, looking down at you.
Oh, there it is! Just kind of pointing up.
Yeah, so let me reveal that area. You actually caught it. It was in stealth, and you saw it.
I like how whenever you're talking, there's no way for us to know what direction you're coming from.
Nope. You are just hearing me in your head. It might as well sound like I am in surround sound
Shit.
on you.
I'm clicking on fucking the wrong thingamabob.
God, that would be like an assassin party's like worst nightmare. Just stealth. There it is.
You can't find me!
Yeah. It's just.
You don't know how I identified you or from what direction.
I see you!
There it
However, my friends don't either, so really it's just I'm telling them you're here.
All right.
Peekaboo.
What is your AC?
Mine?
Yes.
16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
This creature takes a bite out of your cap, but you kind of just like wiggle your head and smash it against the wall, but it doesn't latch on enough. However, it has a bite attack and it has 2 claw attack. So now it's time for claw. It now swipes at you with a 15 to hit.
That will not hit.
All right. Second attack.
Nice try.
22 to hit.
How about you do that? Oh, that worked.
All right. It's a that you take 7 points of piercing damage as one of its like spindly and very pointy like forearms like slices in between your cap.
Ah! Chroma
And
got
that is
Chroma
its
pain
turn.
dot wave.
Next one. I need I need Morgan and I need Wake to roll a perception check.
That is an 8.
That is a 6 for Wake.
You guys are not seeing too hot.
Not
Ma-
very
e-
perceptive
even
for
even
them.
with that, this creature rolled a 5, but is still able to succeed its stealth roll. You guys are unable to see it.
Oh, rolled a 5. Gotcha.
Yeah, he rolled a 5, but not adding any of its bonuses.
Gotcha.
Okay, so it's Morgan. What is your AC?
16.
Something bit at your chest, but you couldn't see. It went by so fast that you missed where it came from. Now it's going to try to hit you with its claw.
Mm-hmm.
Its claw grabs at your boot, but you kick it away.
Mm-hmm.
Second time, once again, it goes for the other. It goes for the other boot, and you kick it away. Roll another perception check.
That's a 12.
A 12.
Once something attacks in stealth, doesn't... whatever.
It has
Does
a
it
bonus action to hide.
Gotcha.
These things are slippery.
Ah.
Yeah, even with that, it's going by so fast that you feel these things hit you, but you don't see what's happening. It's so fucking weird and uncanny.
All right.
We are now up to... It is now Devil Grin's turn. Well, Devil Grin, now hearing Chromagill cry out, "What? Oh, hello!"
Ah!
Well, being as it's the only target he can see, he kind of like gets on up there and assists you with that. Just kind of like runs up, hand over the blade, and then as soon as he reaches,
It's one of those quick whip out your swords.
quick slash with a 15 that will not hit it. It just misses. Like the thing ducks underneath its blade, his blade, But he has a second attack. With a nat 20 will absolutely hit.
I hope if you cut this thing in half, it won't cover me in rage juice. Good luck!
That's how we got here in the first place.
Yep. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14. Plus his strength. That second swing finds the center of the entire centipede. He like keeps his blade stuck to the wall, and the front end where the blade, where the front of the centipede that's covering the blade from your field of vision, just like kind of like starts to slide off the wall and then hits the floor and rides until it falls dead. It's not a Rageipede. It's not like the ones you've seen. It's more of that bioluminescent one that Wake saw that you've never seen yet.
Thank you. I kind of makes check of his senses. All right, I haven't gotten enraged yet. Thank you very much, Devil Grin.
All right, well, that one's out. Now we are up to Brian.
Okay.
You have a hidden you have something that's attacking you that's hidden and something that's big lurking in the shadows.
Well, let's use this one. I'm going to do a perception check. With a 17.
All right. You see the form of a very small centipede just in front of Wake. It's actually bleeding into the rocks. So I will point it out for you here. Blam.
Okay. I'm going to use a spell slot for Forsaken Chains.
There you are.
Wake, you watch as like an ethereal chain comes out of the darkness and whips around a centipede's throat as it throttles it to face up in front of you.
There you are.
Is this the one that has a knife sticking out of it?
No.
Oh.
Yep. And that's all I got because it's a concentration
Yep.
spell.
Okay. And that's you. Very well. Next up is... It's actually your turn, Nick.
All right.
Now that I got this thing like chained up straight in front of me, I am going to basically just wallop the fuck out of it like a big pinata.
Go for it.
Stabbity. Stabbity. That is a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. I crack it on the side with my quarterstaff for 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Following up with a bonus attack, melee attack. That is a 17. Does that hit?
That will hit.
Okay.
Yeah, these tiny ones don't look like they're much of a threat. More they just hide and poke and hide and poke.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that is a that's 7 damage from the melee attack.
And they're very frail too. You kill this one.
Yeah. Whoop. Just its head hanging from the chain.
Yep. So this boy is donezo.
And with my remaining attack, I'm going to take the dagger I had in my other hand, just kind of close my eyes and throw toward the last remaining thing that I remember hearing, which I think was in front of Morgan.
Okay. Roll me a dex with disadvantage.
Attack with disadvantage. 17 on the die, and that is a 14 on the die, making it a modified... Wait, no. 21. 21 to hit. As I hurl a dagger off into the darkness.
You toss it. Your aim is true. You feel it. You just feel it in your wrist. You're able to flick it very far. It goes about 10 feet before you hear a cling and a small metal spark comes out. It hit rock.
All right, so that one's just not there anymore.
All right. We are now up to... it's the creature's turn now.
The creature.
Wait,
The
Nick just went, right?
creature.
What?
Nick just went,
Yes.
right?
Oh,
he,
that's
he and I had the
Fromigo.
same roll,
Yeah.
so I should
Unless
be
the
next,
creature
unless that
also
creature
died.
also got a 6.
You're right, Grant. It's your turn. I
Okay.
apologize.
Thing is, without not being able to see enemies, Chromagill is a lot on. I see someone attacking my friend.
You could also ready in action. As far as you know, based on this combat so far, is that whatever the creature is, it's in the darkness and it's not in front of Wake at this point, or at least not in front of Wake and or Morgan.
I'm not going to do too much. I'm just going to move myself to kind of right behind Wake and Morgan, because all my stuff is based on if I see someone hit my friend, I can hit them right away.
You want a ready action?
So I'm just going to ready Warden's Fire for if someone comes in, I'm just going to be like, there he is, and just light him up. And,
Okay.
And it won't do any damage to him, but I'll be able to see him no matter where he goes within 60 feet.
Literally just, there he is, get him!
Okay. So at this point, I need everyone who isn't Micha and Devilgrin to roll perception check.
Everyone who isn't them. Gotcha. Finally. Okay, that is a 21.
That's an 11 for me.
Perception, you said?
Yep.
Yarp.
8.
You two don't see anything, but you hear something. It's moving, and for some reason, with how big this thing feels like it's taking up space, and with how much it's moving, it almost feels weird that it's all coming from the same centralized location. Until Wake decides that it would be a really smart idea to look up, as there is a giant Rageapede looking down at you guys on top of the ceiling.
Hey guys, I think
Let me
the ceiling always move like that.
look how big it is.
Oh, that's a large critter. I can't
Yeah,
even see it in
that's
this
a big
darkness.
guy. No wonder I missed it when I threw.
There it is!
No wonder I missed when I threw the knife that way.
Let me roll something to see what he's gonna do here, because he has 10-foot reach with that size. Okay. He's gonna use his bite attack on Morgan as two giant mandibles come out of the darkness in the ceiling and attack him.
Oh hey, look!
So with my ready to action, does that
Yes.
trigger that? All right. So that guy now has Fairy Fire on him, which, just to read out exactly what that does so I don't accidentally cheat or give myself a weakness.
You're ready to action, so go for it.
Read a hostile creature within 30 feet of you, enveloping it in a dull aura of yellow, orange, or red light. My choice. It's going to be orange. For 1 minute until I use this feature again or until I fall unconscious. Creature can only have one wreath on at a time. While a creature is wreathed, it sheds a dim light in a 10-foot radius that only I can see, and it can't benefit from being invisible against me, gain advantage attacks against me, and I know where it is at all times with it, as long as it's within 60 feet of me.
Congratulations, you just crippled one of its biggest features.
That's what I figured.
Yep.
That's why I was like, as soon as I see the big one, I'm wreathing that motherfucker.
Yep.
It's going to have to get 60 feet away if it wants to get out of that, or
Pretty
knock
much.
me out.
Wow, is that just an ability that you just like bam?
That's
That's one of the bigger features of
Oh,
a warden.
shit.
That is my class warden. I don't get a lot of cool stuff, but I get to pick out enemies and be like, you're my jerk. I'm
That
going to hurt
one.
you.
Hello!
And
All right.
basically, if I see it attack
AC
anyone
16.
else, I get
16.
reactions on it.
Unfortunately, this hits.
Yep, I kind of figured.
He got a 19.
Okay.
All right, so first attack is the 1d6 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
5, 6, 7. 7 piercing.
Okay.
2 poison. And roll a wisdom save.
Okay, let me just get this.
Let me just make
Roll
this new
wisdom?
Yep.
character sheet here.
Gonna have to get rid of this.
Modify 20.
You pass it.
Oh,
you,
thank
you,
God.
you feel like Elrin? Yeah.
Yeah.
Elrin feels a rage that's not of his own trying to well up in his gut when the poison injects inside of you. And that's just adorable that something else thinks that it's angrier than he is.
Well, isn't that precious?
Trying to make me angry. That pisses me off.
There's like a giant welt sticking out of his
dare
stomach
you.
right now of poison. That's
Just
Oh, fuck!
Yeah.
And what's great is
Oh, do you have a reaction ability?
I have a reaction ability. That's why I channeled Elrin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pop off Hellish Rebuke and bump it up. So it's got to make.
Yeah, boy.
Let's see. It's got to make a Dex save against a 14. And since I bumped it up a spell level, it's 3d10 if it fails, half that if it passes.
All right. What is this again?
Against 14.
14?
Dex against my DC.
Dex. He got a 17.
Okay, so he only takes half. So, where's number 10? So, let me
And
just...
you're lucky this isn't the first round, because I'm going to tell you something right now. This ability it has here, if it was the Rageapede surprises a creature and hits it on the first round with a bite attack, if the target automatically has disadvantage on its saving throw, if it was the first round.
Okay, so
Assassinated.
3d10. 9, 10, 7. So have that. That's 20. Hold on. 19 plus 7. That's 23. Have that rounded down.
19 plus 7 is 26.
26 plus. Yeah. So round that.
13.
So 13.
13?
And that's fire damage.
Okay, 13 fire damage. It has no, from what I'm seeing here, it has no
Aversion to fire.
aversion. Yeah.
Okay. Just thought I'd specify the damage type.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Does this thing have a knife sticking out of it?
Yes, it does.
Okay, that's the one I hit before.
Okay. So, and that was it attacking me. So, it,
But now it has two other
exactly,
attacks.
yeah.
So now it has a claw attack. I'm going to roll to see who it decides to be its first victim. Chromagill.
It's coming for me.
Giant claw.
Oh!
Wow!
10.
That does not hit.
All right.
Whoa!
Second one will
Whoa!
aim for Wake.
Alrighty.
I'm assuming a 12 does not hit you.
No, that does not.
All right, that's its turn.
No.
And it is now Misha's turn.
Hey, Mitra, do they normally get this big?
No! She pulls out a pistol. Takes fire. Shit, she got it. She hit this thing fucking hard. She's just like all puffed up and just like holds the pistol out. No! 15. Yeah, hiss, fire. It grazes off this thing's forehead and only does 3 points of damage. She's gonna try one more time. She gets another shot. 5, 6, 7. That one's better. 7. She gets it right in the eye. So she deals 10 damage. So this thing takes that, and she kind of like backs up a little bit. She knows she's not a fucking melee fighter.
Mm-hmm.
She is a healer. If someone takes massive damage, she's got to get in there. All right, we are back up the list. With the 2 regular-ass centipedes dead, it is now Devilgrin's turn. Devilgrin will take a stance. His blade begins to, like, twitch in his claws. Takes a little gesture of a swing, and a gust of air blades out on top of the creature. Oh, damn. This creature swerves out of the way just in the nick of time so that it's able to, yeah. Nah, that sucks. And that's the only one ability he can do for that one turn, because he has to take the stance once more.
This is the stance. Nope, this is the wrong stance.
He cuts a piece of rock off the
misspoke.
ceiling as the creature dives out of the way. And he takes up the stance once more. That's unfortunately his turn. Brian, it's now your
Give
turn.
me just a second. Got to look up something for the ectoplasm.
Just to let you know, this creature is 20 feet above you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for telling me that.
So,
Da-
short range melee things.
Not
doing
Not so much.
so good. So I'm going
Unless you
to.
can find some way to knock this thing down.
So I'm going to spend 3 ectoplasm points to get back a 3rd level spell slot. So let me mark that. So, bam, bam, bam. I get that.
How is it reaching us?
It's got
has
10.
reach.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
10
large
foot
creature.
reach.
But it's 20 feet above us, right?
Yeah, it's holding one piece of
Oh,
it.
gotcha.
It's
So it's
hind
using
leg-
its movement to come down.
Yes.
Okay.
So I do that. I step. Come on.
Have you ever seen there's a caterpillar, there's a carnivorous caterpillar that hides under the petal of a flower that like kind of like lurches up, snatches
yeah,
it, and
yeah,
pulls
yeah.
back down? That's what it's doing.
Okay, so I move next to Devil Grin, and then use that last remaining spell slot to forsake and chain it. So now it's 5 chains instead of 3.
Okay.
So, and that's it. Again. Fucking Akira from Conan.
Yeah. That's fucking rad. Nick, it's now your turn.
All right. I'm going to spend my turn basically. I'm going to take my daggers. I've thrown 2. I have 4 daggers left, so I'm going to use those. And I will just hurl 2 of them at him because
Okay.
I don't have a bonus attack that I can do with it. Hurl number 1. I'm going to assume a 17 will hit.
It will.
Or not 17, 27.
That will hit, yes.
Yeah. And then second one, that one is a modified 20.
That will hit.
Okay. Dagger number 1. That is 8.
Okay.
Dagger number 2 is 7.
Okay.
So he's sitting there with a
Just
couple
rapid
of daggers in him.
Yeah, rapid fire dagger throw. Ah! Fuck!
It learned from me.
Okay. Anything else out of you?
Trying to see if there's anything that I'd want to use my last key point and or bonus action on. And nah, I think I'll hold there.
Okay. Grant, your turn.
This thing seems a little far away from me, so I can't really do much with no weapons. I do have.
I want you to roll me a perception check real quick.
10.
Okay, with that roll, since you are kind of lacking in weaponry, I will say this, kind of looking around your surrounding area, you do notice that there's this perfectly good jagged rock on the floor next to you.
I picked that up, but I will not use it quite yet. The spell I will use, however, is since Wake is right next to me, I'm gonna go ahead and touch him and grant him Guardian's Thorns. How's it going, Wake? I learned this and haven't really tried it yet, so be ready. You might get a little prickly.
Thorns grow out of your spine.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's very weird.
You have a +1 to your AC, and if a hostile creature touches or targets you with a melee attack, that creature takes piercing damage equal to my spellcasting ability.
Aw, that's great. I'm a little spiky hedgehog. I'm a pufferfish.
Meow.
Yeah.
Real quick, when it says bonus to spellcasting ability, is that my spell attack bonus or my...
Spell attack.
It's the spell attack.
All right, so that's
one.
+5 then.
So
if something hits him, it just takes 5 piercing damage.
Yep.
On contact, and you have +1 to your AC. So you now have that.
Oh man, it's
The
the
most-
worst time to get an itch.
the most extreme case of goosebumps.
All right, the Rageapede is actually going to use its turn to go into the darkness. I need Wake and Chromagill and Devil Grin to roll a perception check as it tries to hide.
How many?
Is it 60
Oh,
feet
you-
away from
you
me?
don't see-
Hide
yeah,
from
that's
him.
right. You don't see
Also,
it.
how many feet is it moving?
Currently, it moved 10. It tried to hide into the darkness, so it moved 10 feet.
Don't worry, there it is.
Do we get advantage for him pointing it out?
When he can see it, so he is ill-affected by this. It's just for everyone else.
And I can
unfortunately.
kind of be gesticulating in its direction.
Yeah.
Oh, it takes 22 necrotic.
So you watch as you don't even need to worry about the perception check because as it runs away, you watch as a geyser of blood erupts from the ceiling.
Where did it go?
Got
Bless
it.
you.
This thing actually, you hear a thud as it falls to the floor. So it's not too happy about that. It's
Still has.
It's gonna move right here. It moves another 10.
Oh, hi.
Guess it.
14
14?
necrotic.
All right, so just as it's about to slam its mandibles down on top of Devil Grin, fluff how you kill this thing.
One of the Forsaken Chains actually gets right under its mandibles, and basically, as it basically chokes it out.
Okay.
You just hear a snap from the chitin, and it just hangs there, just mandibles open.
And with that, this combat is resolved. We can take a quick break.
All right, Spiky Wake is going to go grab his daggers off this thing, and we'll be right back after this.
I missed this.
Really check. Let me see.
Yeah, how long does that spell last?
I think it's until you
The
pick
spell
a new
ends if the target dons metallic armor,
That's not happening.
drops, removes armor or clothing you were wearing before, or if I dismiss the spell as an action. So until you ask me
does it
to,
not-
Chroma
does it-
Gill's just gonna.
Holy shit, there's no limit to
There's
that?
no duration?
8 hours. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay,
Fuck.
okay. I
Yeah,
was
no,
like-
I'm going to be wearing this for a bit.
Yeah, so this is on you for a good long while.
Yep. It's like, I'm gonna, ow. Scratch. Just gingerly scratching
Careful
between a
back
couple
there.
of spikes.
All right, cool. So we can take a quick break here.
Get some water.
Yep. Hello. Welcome back to the table.
Yeah.
I got to say it this time.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Man.
Mr. Dungeon Master over here, controller of his own destiny.
All right, so you guys have destroyed what looks like a giant Rageapede.
We killed the Megapede.
Do you think we did it?
It's gone.
Devil Grin looks to you all and shakes his head no.
Oh,
Well, can we say we didn't?
I'm sure the Funglets would know the difference.
Chroma Gill sees if there's anything that he can weaponize as he harvests this corpse.
Survival check.
23.
23. At most you're getting is you're probably going to be able to rip off one of its legs. You try to go for the mandible, but you're too afraid that you'll end up getting enraged by trying to harvest it properly. So
Just
you
leave
just
that for an expert.
So for now, I'll pretty much just say that you have a great club, just a basic ass great club
Okay.
that is made out of this creature's leg.
That's easy. In my default equipment, I have a great club +1, so I'll just pretend that +1 isn't there.
That works for you.
Wake's going to specifically try to harvest some of that poison sac that it might have.
You and Micha.
All right.
So
I'll go for one, she'll go for the other.
roll for advantage.
Oh, roll with advantage. All right. Gonna need that advantage because that was a natural one. Good. With advantage, that is a 25.
With your combined efforts, you're able to at least get 4 vials. For you and Micha.
Oh, each?
Yeah, so 8 in total, 4 for each of you.
4, 5.
Only enough for like one quick shot of it, though. So
Yeah, so each of these is like you can dose a weapon once.
pretty much.
4 doses of rage venom.
However, if you want the in total effects of the venom to actually work, I'm gonna roll medical for Micha real quick. Yeah, she pretty much gets that. She deduces that in order for you to actually get the full benefit of the poison when you inject it into someone, it has to go into the body. It can't be like just on the outside.
Either that or we can try to refine this into some type of oil.
Yeah, but the best way you're gonna do it at any short sort of notice at this point is that you have to get the blade with the coated venom into the body.
So just a
As long as it stabs all the way.
Yeah.
Can't be on the surface of their skin. You're gonna have to penetrate with that stuff.
It's gonna do like poison damage. It'll do like acid like sort of damage to it, but if you want the full effects of the rage, it's gotta go into the skin.
All right.
Just coat that on the thorns I gave you.
Just all over me.
Oh yeah.
Rub it on my skin.
Jumbie!
Zombie!
Oh my!
Would those thorns recess back into your body, therefore poisoning you?
In 8 hours from now.
Round 2!
Those are questions for 8 hours from now,
That-
Awake. He
That
says.
fucking like Jetson startup car noise.
He's just revving up with rage.
Okay, so at this point, the body's there. No one else is gonna harvest anything out of this. Devil Grim puts his sword away. Micha gets what she wants out of it.
Wake has gathered his daggers and including the one they stuck into a rock.
she kind of just is like actually writing in her giant notebook. The one that's more like her notes about like psychology. She just like writes down, does anyone want to peek at what she's doing? That would be a stealth check.
Wake's gonna look over his shoulder. Stealth is a 18.
12 for Chromagil to perhaps catch a
18?
glimpse.
You're seeing that she's writing down that this could actually be used as an effective way to, like, be an id-inducing, like, venom. Like, something good for, like, interrogations or some kind of venom for psychological analysis.
Look
Wait,
at him.
wait,
When he
she-
gets hit with this rage juice, he flies into a rage. He probably killed her.
Wake's just in there like, man, her fanfiction's weird.
So it just, like, closes the
Oddly
book.
specific.
She hears that, she, like, closes the book and just, like, baps you in the face with the spine.
Ow, I was so quiet too.
She's pretty much just writing down, like, this as a way that she could either weaponize it or use it in her research. So with that, Devil Grin pretty much just like goes ahead and takes up the front, hopefully turning the corner, and will reveal this much of the area to you guys.
Oh, there's even more. We got up here.
Wake says as he slowly makes it to him. There we go.
Let me roll a excuse me, perception check.
Shall I as well?
You can if you want, you can assist.
That one.
Okay. Which is good, because with that assist, he's able to get a 21.
Yep. More perceptive than I.
Which is funny, because he really doesn't have that much, actually. Samurai is a strength and wisdom-based skill, but wisdom is kind of set as the secondary idea, more than it is the first idea.
Right.
He kind of, like, turns the corner and notices that the rock is very smooth. He kind of, like, stops you and puts your hand to your chest and like looks to you.
Careful,
Like,
I'm very spiky.
he puts a finger to his mouth, and he points over to the inside of the rock.
Careful, I'm very spiky.
He kind of, like, mouths to you that he sees something humanoid off in the distance.
Wake nods. And he kind of peeks around.
For you, you'd have to do a separate check for that.
All right. Well, that's actually pretty good. I got a 21 as well.
21?
Yeah.
There looks like to be a large creature with a silhouette that looks like a fan with 3 protruding horns coming out.
That's Voltara.
Wake begins to stealthily approach. Gonna roll a stealth check.
All right.
That's pretty good. 21.
21? All right. Let me get to over here. Sorry, the fucking finger. Come on!
Get
Mouse!
rid of this thin layer of shadow.
That ain't a mouse. That's a trackpad.
Yeah, trackpad, please. There's Voltara leaning her back against the wall. She is out cold. She's not awake.
Misha, we need you.
Micha is on it.
Wake's gonna rush over and perform a quick medical as Meech is arriving.
You walk
Just-
over? All right,
yeah.
what's your AC?
With Chromagill's assistance, it is a 19.
This
And-
thing, something, you feel something sting you in front of your face.
It takes Chromagill's, if that's a melee attack, it does
Yep.
take Chromagill's damage from
Yeah.
that, though.
Mother!
All right, so
My medical check was a natural 20 for the record, if I got that off.
okay, no. At this point, we'll say you can hold on to it for now.
Ow!
So with that, you take 3 points of piercing damage. This thing takes 5 as it backs up.
Ha! Idiot!
Roll a wisdom save.
Oh, no. Let's hope I didn't use up the good rolls.
17.
That beats it.
Whew.
You feel the venom actually rush into your forehead and down your cheek, but you just like kind of like bite it and just swallow it down.
I feel fine.
You want
How are you?
Micha turns and looks to you. Okay, you're still with us. You take care of that while I take care of her. Cover
Right.
me.
covering you. Takes it. Now I'm angry. Takes out knives and throws in the direction that he believes it was.
Roll a dex check with disadvantage.
Attacking with disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage is a 17.
That hits.
Nice. Whooshing.
Yeah, full damage. 10 damage with that knife.
You see the open sore that your spikes left in the creature's like carapace, and you just throw your knife, and it kind of like curls in a circle on the rock and just falls over dead.
Got it.
It's a good thing you actually didn't wake her up.
Huh?
Micha kind of like points over to Valtara's neck, and there are 4 bite marks where the venom is oozing out.
Ooh, that's not good. Shall I milk the poison?
No, I got
know
that.
that was okay.
She just goes, no, I got that. Just let me do my work. Just keep an eye out for anything else. Get everyone else over here. I need to work on this.
Everybody get over here. She needs to work on this.
Chromago gets over there.
Wake stands vigil.
Devil Grin will stand right here. I need you guys to pick a position because
Hold on.
if this goes south,
There we go. There, it loaded.
there's Chromagil. Okay.
I
If
want to
this
still be
goes-
behind people since all my stuff is based on I saw you hit him. Ah!
Yeah. All right. Rolling medicine for Micha.
I did get a natural 20 when I said I was going
You
to,
did.
so...
You did. I'm accounting to that.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
No, I'm the reason why Valtara didn't wake up was because of that.
Excellent. Good.
Your medical check would have. Hey, are you okay? Bro!
Smack.
Anyone seen Lost World?
Pretty much. All right. The process to get the poison out of her neck. After 5 minutes, you guys watch as Valtara has like IV bags filled with poison and blood. At least 3 bags worth of it.
Be careful not to spill that.
When you saw her for the first time when she was laying down there, her head was tilted because it was a welt.
It's like a
So Micha just took care of that.
self-made pillow.
Ugh.
Full of venom.
God, I gotta be on a plane in 3 weeks. I'm just feeling that now.
Raged.
As for the medical check, she is unable to wake her up, but she's able to stabilize her and give her at least 15 HP back. Well, she like kind of like slaps her hands and takes off her gloves. She like removes her mask. We're not gonna be able to wake her up, but at least she's stable and the venom's out of her.
Well, that's good. So what do we do? Can't just leave her here, and I'm
No.
pretty sure only Chromagil is able to carry her, or even drag her.
Well, I don't have any other brighter ideas with this Megapede still being about. If Devil Grin's telling us we haven't killed it, and there
Perha-
could be more of these little fucking stupid things chittering around. If we leave her alone, they'll probably just put more venom in her.
Perhaps if we can just try and get her to the entrance and make sure she's safe. Just so we can have her be out of harm's way.
I have noticed that whenever they do try to avoid the light, so if we can at least get her to those braziers back there, maybe she'll be fine.
Who has a torch? She just like stands up.
I do.
I actually threw mine back, but I
I
probably
assume-
would have picked it up on the way past.
Yeah. But you give her a torch.
Yeah, I hold up.
Takes it. Thank you. You watch she walks into the darkness and throws the torch ahead of her.
I just gave that to you.
I was gonna say I have a torch, but thinking about it, I was stripped of my things from the funglets, so they probably have.
No, she's just like she just had enough of this. She's just like she just takes the torch and throws it and reveals more area in front of you. Can we lift the camera up, please? Lift the
Yeah,
lift the
slide
map.
the map.
Other way.
'Cause there should now be something revealed in the top rightish
Yeah,
corner there.
There. That is
There
where
we
the
go.
torch has landed. The light doesn't continue because it curves off to the left.
Well, I guess that's a good way to go as any if we're just leaving Voltara here. Which I'm, again, relatively against.
No, I know, I'm not... She just turns and looks at you. Trust me, I don't feel like that's a good idea either. All right,
Maybe we
look.
should leave some people back here to watch Voltara.
All right,
And a
since-
smaller group of us should go ahead.
I guess since I'm the only one here, like, if something goes wrong with her medically, at least I could do something about it. Maybe it should be me.
All right, maybe Devilgrin, maybe you should stick back here and protect them.
He kind of, like, turns and looks to you and just gives you a nod, like, bows a little bit, and then walks over, keeping his hand on his sword.
All right. Grow McGill, Morgan, I guess
Let's-
you're with me.
Press onward!
Let's go pay Crow McGill's debt.
Yay!
Sorry, tablet was giving me problems.
It's alright. If you guys get to this part,
Pick back up my torch and toss it further down this way.
oh, you do you?
I do.
Roll me a dex throw.
Dex throw! Is that just Dex?
Yep.
All right. Dex throw is a 16.
16?
Chromagil stays close, but is wary to stay behind.
This is what is revealed from the
There's a
torch.
split in the path here. I think we're winding back around to the main road.
You're gonna step through.
I'll step through. I mean, I saw the torch pass through this
Roll
area.
me.
Cool.
Roll me a dex save.
All right. I'm proficient in those. That is a 22.
Okay, you're gonna hate me though, cause guess what it rolled?
But I'm saving. Well, in that case, I'll use my ring of evasion to say I succeed anyway. Dun, 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 dun.
Touche!
Yeah, it rolled a nat 20. So you don't see it, but you get like this inkling that something's gonna pop out at you.
Something's wrong.
Just before a small little mandible just like reaches out and grabs you in the face, you just whoosh back.
Hey, what's that?
But stepping back with that nat 20, I'm gonna say you still don't notice where it is.
That's fair.
You just know something came at you from the darkness before you reached your torch and tried to bite at your face.
Any chance I could have seen it from my perspective?
From where he's standing, no, because it was directly in front of him.
Okay. I'll accept
Let's
that.
picture the Indiana Jones, a penitent man, kneels. Whoosh.
No fair or no warden's fire for that one then.
So I think there's still more of these things around. Just keep your wits about as you're moving through here.
Chromagil
Do
tries
it.
to does a perception check just in kind of his immediate vicinity.
Wake's going to as well now that he knows there's something here.
Also, he makes special note to look up since that's where these things seem to frequently be coming from. That said, not a great roll for me. 10.
I got a 17.
17?
Might be something.
I guess I'll do
You
the
saw
same thing.
something slink away around the rock, heading back towards the direction you're going.
It's off on this side, over this way. I'm gonna move to that side.
My
Okay,
corner seems
before
safe.
we go any further, I need everyone to roll me either an athletics or an acrobatics of their choice as the ground begins to move.
Acrobatics.
Not good sign.
Oh, hey, modify 20.
17 acrobatics.
You said athletics or acrobatics?
Of your choosing.
Cool.
Pick your poison.
My athletics is much greater than my acrobatics. I'm not exactly a finesse mushroom man. 14.
Okay, 14.
17.
Modify 20.
Okay. Everyone, I'm guessing everyone used athletics.
I used acrobatics.
Acrobatics here.
I'm the
Alright,
only one who
so-
used athletics.
You guys kind of like move your body weight with the rumbling, whereas Chromio kind of just like roots himself into the ground. After all is said and done, the earth in front of you guys looks like it actually has like a visible bump in it. You can still walk over it, but the earth has risen in a sort of like circular like dome.
As if something tunneled underneath it and has just
Yep.
left the earth around it disheveled.
Now, Wake hasn't seen Tremors, but I have.
Oh, that's forbidden player knowledge.
Okay.
You do notice on the rocks next to you, though, Wake, it is what looks like depleted ore.
Hey, so looks like something's been eating minerals here, and isn't that what that megapede does?
I do remember Devilgrin telling us that it did like to eat, that it was a big problem for the people around here because it loved to eat materials, so it's probably what we're heading towards, which means we're on the right track. My debt is soon to be repaid.
Excellent. That's
Smiles with his eyes as he gallantly takes another step
6
forward.
hours later, after like someone dies, I'm just so happy. I'm so sad.
all right. Well, I think we're on the right path then.
Just
If you
remember-
guys would like to move up here with
Yeah,
me.
I'm about to say. Remember, if you're gonna move into darkness, just know that shit will happen. Shit will occur unless you have some way to tell me that you want to change that.
I'm trying to move it as best I can with you, but just assume that Chromagill is basically within arm's reach of you because he wants to
I can
make sure
move you.
he's nearby.
I can move you.
I can
wants
also
to make
move
sure
ya.
he's nearby.
Kablam.
Put your wingo.
You are now standing right on top of the mound that has been uprooted from the floor.
Does it feel hollow? Like, does it feel like it's trying to sink at my touch, or does it feel like it's like down there, like it's birthed from something way beneath us?
You don't feel like it's hollow. If you want to attempt an athletics check to break through it, that's possible, but you'd have to do it with a disadvantage.
Unless somebody was a siege engine.
Just goes ahead and just does a big hit with this new great club made out of pieces of a Rageapede.
All right.
Rageapede Club.
Roll athletics.
With advantage since I'm destroying something?
I'm going to say it middles out because it's a disadvantage.
Okay, there would have been a built-in disadvantage to it.
Yep.
Got it. Well, that's a 9.
Man, this club isn't as well supported as your other one, as this one kind of just like cracks. Yeah, you kind of vibrate, even though like the flooring itself is not it like cracks a little bit. It almost feels like it kind of could be hollow. But then you look at your club and there's a giant crack in the middle of it. Oh, that was your weapon.
Oh. Well. Let me. Puts the club down. Just goes with his hands.
Athletics again.
Just throwing a temper tantrum. Oh, it
That
landed
landed
on
on
its
its corner.
side.
So-
Okay.
That's the
Move
problem
these.
with these. The felt.
Much better. 24.
24? Okay.
Just Hulk smash.
Whatever the Quasimodo is his last sanctuary. Just
Wait.
slips.
Athletics or acrobatics of your choice.
You got it, Chief.
Oh, thank you for
That is a modified 20.
You feel the ground underneath you like rise up, almost like where Chromagill slapped down. The earth itself around you is rising.
Whoa!
And you kind of like step back. It is hollow, but boy, it runs deep.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
I pull the hand axe out of my side.
Here, it's got a wood handle if you need something.
It's a masterwork hand axe, so it's a +1 to hit, but not damage. It's a D6 for attack, so at least you have a weapon.
Yeah.
The earth that you were looking into, it almost looked like it was another material vein.
Oh.
It's completely run dry.
Oh.
So we can see into this.
You can see into it now. From where the side that you were standing on and next to Chromagill, there are open holes that you could look into the earth.
Well, I think we found the way to track our megapede. If we hop down there and follow the tunnel, we're bound to find it.
Since I know they're still telepathically linked to me, I just announce, we found the tunnel of what we believe to be the megapede. Be ready for some commotion.
They have to be within 60 feet of you, yes?
30, I think.
30, I think.
You are well
too
out of
far?
distance.
Oh, well, then never mind.
That was a just in case.
Yeah. I'm still announcing it to anyone who is telepathically linked and can hear.
It's not deep enough for you guys to go down into. Like, you could, like, jump down and maybe, like, for Chromagill, it would be up to his chest.
But being in there, we'd have to actually crawl in it.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be a bad idea. So we'll just follow the vein as it's like protruding up on the surface here.
The vein looks like it continues to go back the way you guys came in. Like, from this very start. So, like, if you followed the road back up to where you guys entered into, that's where it's going.
All right, well, let's check back this way then. And stepping into the dark. Toward the thing that tried to bite me.
Okay, 1 second. Your lantern gives purchase. And there is a roadblock.
So he would have had to turn back eventually anyway.
Like, is that right there, that little gap, inaccessible?
Yeah, that was just unfortunately due to the...
Nah, I got you. There's limitations.
Art
yeah.
map.
Yeah, that's a image limitation.
All right, well, I'm just gonna, while we're here, may as well continue to explore this area a little bit more before we head all the way back.
I want everyone to give me a combined investigation check.
Investigation.
Okay.
4.
16.
9.
Wow. Rarely the Chromagill 0 bonus roll gets to be the
Wake's at a negative
top
1.
There you
That's
go.
why I said rarely.
Okay.
So the road has been blocked off. That's pretty much all you're getting out of this right now.
You know, after my keen detective skills,
Yes.
I've accessed all of them. I would say that this road is blocked off. Thank you. Thank you. Does anybody else have any other...
Pats the stone. I concur. I would say your analysis seems to be correct.
Since
All
Chromagill
right.
was the only one who got a really high on that investigation check, roll me a perception check.
19.
Nice.
19. Okay. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice one of the rocks in the far distance to the other side of the wall. Like the other side of the road.
Mm-hmm.
You thought that there was the rock in front of it had a different formation, and you could have sworn that there was some kind of gleam coming off the top of it.
I thought I saw something shiny back there. Something's illuminating things.
I'm gonna point out where it was on the map. You saw it right there.
Chromagill kind of just not running headlong, but starts moving in that direction. I think I saw something right over here.
Wake will follow.
He'll stop like here.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wake's fiddling a dagger between his fingers right now, just like,
Oh, I'm ready.
Something wants to come out.
It is a giant broken off piece of wall that seems to have... It looks like it's a giant mound of earth that has been pushed to the side. It almost looks like, for some weird reason, for those, like, I'm guessing Wake from all the stupid comics and shit that you have read.
Yeah. They are graphic novels, sir.
From
You
those
and your
graphic-
literature have told you.
from your little aspects of literature, it almost fits the same description as like a revolving door from like one of the Asterix novels you've read, but it's way too natural.
I've read about these.
But
Oh,
it has the makings of like it almost looks like a giant metal discus that kind of like shifts over to the side.
do tell.
I put my hands up to it and like see if I can just give it a
not
push
a
to see if it like
boulder.
rotates at all.
Athletics
It's a
with disadvantage.
rock.
All right, it's...
Are we pushing something? Let me help.
Disadvantage.
Nat
that's
20.
I was gonna say I got a 10.
Thanks for loosening it up for me, Wake.
You hear stone grind as this entire thing starts collapsing to the south. It is a giant boulder.
Aha!
You hear
Mystery solved!
Please tell me you were the Megapede.
there is a giant gape. Like, I can't move it because of the
Of
map.
course.
But I'm just going to say where this thing was, this giant rock,
That big rock right next to us.
That big giant rock right there, that is now a giant gaping hole.
You just shoved that rock that Goku trained for like months to push.
Got it.
So now consider this rock blocking off the entire side below it.
So just a big hole.
There's a big hole standing in front of it.
Well,
All right, well, I guess...
You hear chittering.
Oh, there we go. That's what I was waiting for.
Pulling out my stabby things.
Chromago just kind of backs up from the mess he's probably made. Just a single step.
All right.
Wake knows his place.
Now, I need everyone to just not...
Die.
Unless you want to move somewhere else. No? Okay. Sorry again.
It's fine.
Selecting
We
my
just
pieces.
rolled a rock onto a hive of Rageapedes.
I'm literally Googling spells and stuff right now, so.
They're everywhere!
Wait, I don't need to do that. I have this thing here. Okay.
With the power of technology.
Once more, with one more take with feeling this time, I need everyone to roll a perception check.
Okay.
With feeling.
I'll use my purple dice for that one.
Perception?
Yep.
13.
14.
I somehow shook all of the good rolls out of this dice. It has not been very kind to me tonight. That is 12.
12. Okay.
That's a great tone.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Ah, here we go.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
You guys don't notice anything.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
You
Cool,
do-
nothing happened, guys.
Fine.
You do
Everything's
hear
okay.
you hear the churning of chitinous like muscle and sinew, like skittering around you, but it's so big and the echo in this entire tunnel is so like boisterous that it's very hard to discern where exactly it is, but it almost feels like wherever this thing is, it's all around you at once.
There is sound everywhere, but we cannot perceive anything. Because it is just a cacophony of
Echoing everywhere.
noise.
I think we're probably fine. I mean...
Whatever
it's-
we woke up seems active.
It'll have to reveal itself at some point for it to try to kill us. So, you know, that's big. That's a...
And kind of like twangs one of your thorns. And if it gets you, we know we deal damage.
Everyone feels this weird sensation of heat coming from the south.
Is it getting warm?
As you turn around, there looks like
bit of
a
a breeze.
giant bioluminescent green color coming from over the ridge where the rocks had fallen. And a spray attacks at you guys. What are your ACs?
That's probably not great.
16.
And actually, I was wrong. It is 18 now with the thorns.
All right. Actually, I need... Let's see. A creature in line must take that. Okay, no. I need everyone to roll me a dex saving throw.
Ah, that's much better.
That's what it was.
Okay.
I apologize.
It's got to be a deck save, huh?
Yep.
Dexterity save
Cool.
of 25.
15.
I can't wait to help you pay my debt with my 4 on this deck save.
No!
I'm sure I won't be
So,
a
what was it
hindrance.
again?
25.
15.
4.
All right, everyone except for Chromagil succeeds this. So you only take half the damage.
I take 0 because of evasion.
All right.
Wake, remembering that haste spell that just his body's like matrixes out of the way of all this spill.
I hope this doesn't make me angry.
I sure hope you're right.
A giant six-eyed, four-jawed form rises out of the shadow, and from the center of its form exhales a giant phlegm tidal wave of acid at you guys.
Ah, shucks, we skipped the megapede and jumped straight to the gigapede.
Everyone takes...
We just hear
Alright,
devil grin with the good news. It's the megapede. It's baby.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead.
That's still a megapede.
It still
We are
counts.
not lying.
No, megapede means a form of progression. It's a
Oh.
maturity level.
This is a babapede.
Yeah, we found the
It's an ultrapede.
Yeah.
At best.
a kilopede. Oh no.
14, 15, 16, So, for those who succeeded the roll, take 10 points of acid damage.
Ow.
Those who fail take 20.
You got it. That drops me to almost half. Actually, that's exactly half of my health. Cool.
I dodge it entirely.
As this creature kind of like lurches back into the darkness.
Hey, get back here, coward.
No, it comes back.
Gotcha.
Good.
You watch as the entire rock that you guys were standing at before, wrapped around it from the top, was part of its body.
Oh.
As a bonus action, I'd read it and draw it.
Well, we're gonna get the fights so now. This is only fluff for now. Don't.
Fine. fair
Yeah.
enough.
This creature slinks its entire front of its body out of the shadow and returns from the ceiling and snakes up to face you guys. This is what you're fighting.
That's a.
Big.
That's a. Look at that thing.
I know what's gonna be in the thumbnail.
If I can find an image for it, that's actually
Oh,
way
that's
harder.
true. I guess with the Cobalt Press stuff, it's a little harder to find the
stuff for it.
PNGs.
Yeah. Well, they're not hard to find the PNGs. It's just getting the PNG out is going to be. I have to buy the book, and unfortunately, I have the book right here.
Yeah, so you'd have to like scan
That's a scan
that.
pit.
and-
Oh well,
Oh, well.
I can just get a giant centipede. I'm sure no one will mind that on the thumbnail. I'm
was
sure
on the last
there will not be a reason why it only has like 10k followers instead of the regular 50, because of the giant centipede. Roll initiative.
Anyway, prepare to die.
11.
8.
That's what I rolled.
12. Oh boy!
And
Hey,
A
we're
lot of under 10 rolls here.
assuming it's not rolling with a squad. We only have one thing to deal with.
To be fair, when we pushed
the
open
entire
that
ring
rock,
is the squad. Yeah, this thing's going first.
it's just gonna go ahead and just be like, ah.
Don't
Or whatever
worry,
noise
I'll
it
read
makes.
it in Warden's Fire. I won't lose sight of it, friends.
All right.
Important question.
Yes.
Thorns, is that a concentration spell on you?
No.
Okay.
I would imagine since it has an 8-hour duration, I wouldn't believe it'd be concentration.
Yeah.
It's
Just making
just a
sure.
buff.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
I touch you, so long as you aren't wearing metal armor, which I assumed was the case.
I wear 0 armor.
That's what I thought. Which is good, because the more protruding flesh you have, the more thorns you're covering it.
This thing has only ruined my gi.
The creature will look down at you all and observe you. I'm gonna roll an insight for it.
Is this food, or...?
Morgan has the most metal applied to him.
That is true.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
He's the
I'm
only
gonna
one
be
with
safe.
metal on
I
it.
hate metal. Me and this guy could get along. If only I didn't have a debt to pay.
I do have a shit ton of weapons, but
But he looks like he has the most metal
Yeah,
on him.
he's got a shiny little chest plate.
So this thing can reach you from where it is. However, it's not attacking you. It just lurches up and reaches its head to touch the ceiling. As Wake and Chromagil watch as a giant, almost protruding thorn comes out of the shadows and lunges at Morgan.
Oh,
Oh, hey, it's that thing.
Does a 15 hit you?
No, thank God. Barely misses.
A giant stinger the size of its entire head comes out of the shadows and just whizzes past your head.
Watch out for that. That
And
probably hurts.
that thing, it used its acid spray, so it needs to recharge on that, so that's not happening just yet.
That's good.
For everyone else, though, it now has a multi-attack, so it has a stinger and a bite attack. Morgan, it still wants that sweet, sweet metal goodies.
It wants your giblies.
It wants that, it wants them right
Wait,
in the
no,
gym.
the jinglies.
The-
There we go.
What is it, is it the jigglies?
the
or-
jiggles. The jellies.
The jellies, right?
The jellies, that's
the
it.
jellies is what
He
Pikachu
feels in
has.
his jellies.
He wants it in his he wants that gun of yours right in his jellies. Let's go. Another 15.
Nope.
The mouth spreads open, predator-esque.
You're one ugly motherfucker.
Something compels you to just step back before this thing completely swallowed you whole.
And that something was self-preservation.
That's its turn
Your
for right now.
primal
However,
urge to
no, I'm
survive.
wrong. It's going to use one of its abilities called Consume Metal. It must consume one unattained medium or smaller metal object in an attempt to consume it. It will meaning that the entire earth underneath you is filled with ore.
I thought it ate that already.
It ate pieces of it.
That sucks.
Nope. It couldn't latch on to anything. It was just like, wait, is there food? Pfft, shit, there's no food. You're the food.
I like the thought that he just like slams his face on the ground. Huh, there's supposed to be something here. But maybe. Oh.
Nope.
All right, that's its turn. Next.
I rolled 11.
So
I got 12.
12.
that would be
I'm definitely last.
Nick. Yes, you're up first. Nick, Brian, and then Grant.
Yep.
Well, he charges towards it and just like whips out his trusty, handy, dandy. You know what? I'm gonna pull out the Jawsome because why the fuck not? I'm gonna stab it with the. I'm gonna attempt to stab it with the scimitar first. That is a 18 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Scimitar, stabby. That is 11 points of damage, followed by yelling out the word "Jawsome!" Turns into a Naginata-esque like pole arm, and I'm going to like try to like rend it out of it. That is a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
That is another. That's another 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to kick it as I peel away. 16 to hit.
That will not hit.
All right, I missed. I was like, I got him anyway, though. All right.
Gonna roll an insight real quick for the creature. Okay, never mind. Go ahead. We are now up to Brian.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use the rest of my ectoplasm points, all 4 of them, to get, I believe, at least a second level spell slot back. And I'm going to just move a little bit, just back 1 square, and then chain them up
Okay.
using that second level spell. So it's 5 chains. And that's it, because, again, yeah, I'm sorry. Just
All right,
It's
Grant,
gonna
you're
hold
up.
you there. So this thing's really big, right? It's got
Yep.
a long body.
For fluff, I was saying it like wraps around most of the area, but what you see in front of you is mostly what you're attacking.
Is the
Yeah,
foe.
we
right.
assume it's using that girth for reach, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I have an idea, and I'm gonna see if this works. I shower it with some hallucination spores. Let me see. It has to make a con save, which, thinking about it, it's probably got some pretty good con, so this might not work. But it has to beat a 15.
15. Match.
Match? All right. If that's the case...
I think that means it passes.
Oh, does it pass,
Yeah,
though?
it's a
Oh, yeah,
pass.
defense wins on the pass. All right, well then... where am I at? If that's the case, with my bonus action, I'm just going to go ahead and wreathe it in Warden's Fire, so it can't be invisible, or I will know where it is at all times, so long as it's within 60 feet.
Okay.
And no advantage attacks on... Or it can't get advantage on its attacks on me.
We return back up the front. However, before we do that, you guys, because of this thing moving, you hear in the distance rocks rumbling. And from the wall, more Rageapedes start to bleed out.
Oh, hi.
Great.
Don't bite me. You'll get poked.
They don't do anything this turn.
I thought you were about to say, they don't know English, Wake.
This turn is them entering into the fray, but that's what happened so far. Like, the wall begins to bleed centipedes.
Crap.
All right, and it's now the Megapede's turn.
All right.
The
It
Megapede...
gets a turn.
I'm gonna roll insight one more time for it. It's done with Morgan. Now it's got a sharp eye on that sweet, sweet switching weapon that Wake has.
Hello.
It's gonna go for a grapple.
You better try, I guess.
So that's I believe it's strength save. Let me double check.
Athletics versus either athletics or acrobatics, I believe.
Shame they don't have grapple on this reference card.
Right.
Yeah.
Grapple rules are one
Here
of
it
those
is.
weird ones.
Here it is. Speed is 0, ends if grapplers incapacitated, pass, reach, blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah. So it is versus athletics. Athletics or acrobatics of your
Yeah.
choice.
So I was
Sorry.
gonna say one of the reasons I'm like, I need to be slippery. That is a 23 to try to snake out of its grip.
27.
All right. Well, I'm grabbed.
This thing's entire jaw lurches down and grabs you in its sort of like vice-like grip.
Does that count for his ability now that it is like surrounding?
I was gonna say that
grabbing
sounds
my
like
points?
a melee ass
He's still
attack
encased
to
in
me.
thorns.
I know it's like a rule where it's like melee attack, but
This next one will be a melee attack.
okay, cool. So there we go.
The grapple is not considered a melee attack. If it's like, I'm gonna swallow you, I'm gonna like bite down on you, I'm gonna constrict you, that's the attack.
Okay,
So basically it used up one of its moves to grab you.
gotcha.
Okay, next is... It's not even going for you necessarily. It's just
has me.
it's keeping you in place so it can go for that sweet metal it's got on you, and it's eyeing your weapon.
Well, okay. How is it holding me right now? Is it just curled around me, or does it have me in its mouth?
It has 4 separate jaws that latch off of it, so think when Predator, when the mouth
Yeah.
is open, those 4 protruding parts of it are slapped down on you like a vice.
Okay, so
And then it has a mouth underneath that.
It's got
Gotcha.
a beak.
So, if you look at the picture.
okay.
Refer to the image.
Consume metal. The Mega P consumes one unattained metal or smaller object in an attempt to consume the object worn by a held creature that is currently grappling. The grappled creature must succeed a DC 13 strength save or the object is consumed. If the object is magic, the creature has advantage on the saving throw.
Okay.
Magic items consumed by the Mega P stay intact in the stomach for 1d4 hours before being destroyed.
Cool. So I have advantage.
Yeah.
Strength DC. Strength with advantage. Oh no.
Such a cool switchy weapon.
Well, now he's gobbling it whole because the most I got was a 10.
Yeah, you feel this thing's like...
Not likely to. No.
Yeah, this thing kind of just like slithers down its throat as it like rubs its inner mouth against your skin and then rakes it off your body.
Oh, if only I had tied that to me.
Now it's gonna bite you since it has you.
Oh no! Yeah, my arms there. Nope, give it back.
So this is with advantage because it has you grappled.
Makes sense.
It's gonna hurt itself when he bites.
Okay, the only way this could be worse if it's a nat 20. Okay, it's a 19.
Cool. Okay, yeah, that hits me, and it takes the 5 damage from Chroma Gill's
Yes,
pokey bits.
got that.
And
It's like trying to eat a
Snack
pine
that
cone.
bites back. Goldfish.
Wakefish.
I'm actually gonna shut this down because I'm actually losing massive battery on this thing.
Oh, we're not moving around too much, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So bite, he takes that damage. Hit is that plus that plus that. If the creature is grappled, oh man.
Oh, good.
Oh,
There's
the
further
bite
rules.
acts as a grapple if you weren't so already.
All right, so I'm already grappled. So
Yeah.
no worries there. Thank God we avoided that.
Could have been so much worse.
Funny enough, this thing doesn't have a lot of attack power though on it.
But hey, that's an attack.
Yes, it is.
Actually, wait, I'm not close enough to it. Never mind.
6, 9. So
I gotta be swinging on it.
9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 points of slashing damage and
Ready?
6 points of acid damage.
I should have not written things until I knew all of it. Ow, 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 ow.
And with a multi-attack, it goes for the stinger one last time.
Hopefully not on me.
Not on
It
you,
Stabbing
no.
itself in the face.
Nope, I'm gonna roll to see which one he decides to choose to hit. Gromagill,
Hey, what's up?
what's your AC, buddy?
My AC is 16.
Yeah, you're getting hit.
Oh no! That's not good.
A stinger to hit with a reach of 10, so it doesn't need to move.
Damn it!
The thing's got reach, dude. It's ginormous.
I know.
Oh fuck! You've got him in chains.
Yes, 5 chains.
Shades!
Oh boy! And if he moves, that hurts him, right?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
but now
Keeping that in mind for later.
Chromagil, I need you. You take. Let's see. You take 1d10 points of damage. You get. Oh wow. That's
I just need to
pretty
make
low.
sure things are
So you
out of
take
the way
5
for my master plan to work.
You take 5 points of piercing damage, and I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so five points of damage and Constitution save.
Yep.
24 on the con save.
You pass it.
Nice.
You would have become poisoned, which meant all of your actions for 1 minute would have had disadvantage. We're back up the list now. So, Nick,
All right. When I'm grappled, when I'm the
strength
one.
check to get out.
Okay. Well, is that an action?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to ask, when I am the one being grappled, are my attacks at disadvantage against it? Or is the fact that I'm in a melee just mean like I'm in there?
Disadvantage on attacks and dex saves. Attackers have advantage.
Okay, so...
So if you do attack, you have disadvantage.
And I'm guessing I can't grab another weapon right now either. So I'm just in here.
I would allow you to do a sleight of hand with disadvantage on that.
Dex check and all. I feel
Yep.
it. No, I'm just gonna go ahead and burn my final key point here, and I'm just gonna do like 4 straight up punches to this motherfucker, just trying to knock him, basically just try to knock things off his face. That was my newest weapon, you asshole! So that's gonna be a bunch of stuff with disadvantage. First one is a 18 to hit.
18. All right, that will hit.
Cool. Second attack. 25, and that is a modified 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Third attack.
These things are huge, so AC is not going to be that great.
Oh man, that's a nat 20. Not like I'm gonna roll 2 of those in a row. No. 19 to hit, and last attack. A 17 to hit. Is that hit?
That will hit.
Okay, cool. All of them hit.
He has an AC of 16.
Oh, cool. So that's 7 damage plus 6 damage, 13 plus 8 is 21 plus another 8, 29 damage as I'm just going, mother piece of, just throwing elbows and knees wherever I can.
Very nice hit. Very, very good hit. Still got a lot of HP, though, but that was a very good dent.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just going to try to make it feel like, maybe having this guy in my mouth's not a great idea, so I'll just keep hitting him.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a stupid
I don't know.
fucking
It
bug.
got some really nice goodies out of you the first time. Maybe it wants more.
Well, I can try.
Uh,
One of them is tied to me, so I'm going down with it.
Next up is, I believe, Brian.
Get it to move!
I don't have a call.
I'm talking to anyone!
Crow McGill.
Unfortunately, I can't get it to move until it attacks someone now that I'm looking at it.
It is attacking someone.
I mean, like,
it's eating me. Well, it's eating my shit, which
It did-
I
but it
just
did
got
bite
back.
you.
Yeah, it did bite me.
it did bite him, though. That is correct. So, okay, all right. If it bit him, that does give me the power to use Warden's Grasp, which will force it to move at least 10 feet, which isn't great, but that's something.
Hey, it takes damage.
But all right, if it
I'm correct. Doesn't that do damage per 5 feet move?
Exactly.
So, there you go.
2d12s.
I choose a point within 10 feet of the wreathed creature. And these are the squares each 10 or 5?
5.
5? Okay. Then I'm going to try and open up some space. It's going to move. I don't know how I can tell it, but basically this point right here. So just moving it up to the right.
Okay.
So upper
Yeah, like
right
I
way.
said, I can't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
do
So,
this
like,
shit.
what, right here?
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Which is fine. That works. You get 5. You get 10 feet square off that.
But okay, let me make sure I'm doing
wait,
this
Kind of
right.
a
square
save
or
or
10
something does
feet
that have to
total?
do?
10 feet total.
Okay, sorry, you said square, and I'm like,
I do have to
10 feet's worth of square.
I do have to hit it with a roll though.
What am I first? AC?
Yeah, it was gonna be AC, and I don't think that's gonna get it. I'm guessing an 8 doesn't hit.
No, it does not.
Then it's not moving anywhere.
All right.
right, Chroma Girl.
Well,
But hey,
now it's-
that's a reaction. So you know what? I can still move and hit the spin, motherfucker.
remember, there are ads
Yeah.
now in here.
Unfortunately, I don't have a way to move fast enough to get to that one far away, and I don't want to try and sneak past two. Oh, no, I don't want to move you. I didn't mean to move Morgan. Morgan,
Here,
you're still-
I got it.
you can go ahead and move back. I'm going to go ahead and swing this masterwork axe my friend Wake handed me to try and get this thing off of him. And you said that gets +1 on the to hit.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
not to
Yeah,
damage.
plus 1 to hit, just not to damage. It's
Gotcha.
masterwork.
Then hey, that's a modify. Well, actually, with everything, that's definitely gonna hit since I got a 19 on the die. So,
Okay.
Yep. So swinging at that and
It's a D6 plus strength.
I'm gonna roll to see if he holds on to Wake. Roll a strength saving throw.
Strength save.
That is 19.
Yeah, this thing still got you gripped.
Wow.
You motherfucker.
Well, I do 8 damage with the swing of the axe.
I need to now roll insight for this creature.
All right.
It now eyes your weapon.
You have to let me go to do it, don't you?
All right, the ads. The one that's in front of Wake on the map, though, he's gonna like.
Technically, I'm in this thing's mouth.
Yes.
So
But that one, I can't move shit right now because of the fucking battery life.
Computer.
But
right.
that one's gonna waddle on up to Chromagil and try to bite at him.
Come at me, bro!
With a 7, it's not hitting you.
Ha! A feeble bite.
The one on the other side goes for Morgan.
Crawls all the way over to
Yeah,
him.
crawls on over to Morgan.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit.
It matches.
Roll your concentration. You have to get a 10 or higher.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, I've never had to do
Yeah,
that.
use this one.
I think
Let's
I got-
all see.
Nope.
Oh, that's not a 10.
Oh.
Chains are broken.
Not even broken. They're dispersed.
Your concentration is broken. And you have a centipede sitting right in front of you.
Wait, isn't it Oh yeah, that's Constitution is what concentration is, right?
Yeah. So you take 6 points of acid damage and roll me a con save.
For the venom?
Poison.
Oh, for poison.
He's biting you,
Yeah,
and he's
so-
He's not a rageapede.
Okay, okay. I am not looking good. I'm at 15 after that. And then you said con. That is a 6.
You are poisoned. All of
Okay.
your next actions to hit all take disadvantage.
Okay.
And we're back up the list. Now it's Megapede's turn.
great.
Megapede sees that neat little shiny hand axe you got waving around.
Oh, I'm just wailing at its face.
Roll a acrobatics check as it fucking tosses you to the side.
Acrobatics check is a 19.
19?
I'm sorry, modified 20.
Modified 20? Alright, you're taking half of like equivalent to fall damage because it tossed you into a wall.
Ass.
Let me roll this for you.
I'm gonna throw so many daggers at you.
7, 10, 11, 12. So 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are flung all the way to where like the rock is. So basically all the way to the side of the wall.
The rock says,
Ouchie.
He now turns and looks down at Chromagil. He's gonna go for a bite.
Hacking at his body. Oh boy.
16.
Matches.
Matches?
Yep.
Ouch. You are considered grappled on bite. You take 1, 2, 3, 8 points of piercing damage and 3 points of acid. And let me roll consume metal. Roll me a strength saving throw.
7.
This guy's eating all my shit.
Your weapon is gone.
I'm sorry, Wake. I hope you didn't need that.
And you are now stuck in this thing's mouth.
Just to run that back for me, was it
Your hand axe is gone.
the hand axe is gone? How much damage did it do? Was it so I was trying to keep that counted up, but then
Craigslist ad hand axe slightly used.
I want to say
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 12, I believe.
Oh my god.
I don't.
I'm gonna take your word for it, but because that sounds about where I think it was.
And,
Chromagill's not looking so good, guys.
and that is its turn. Wake, you're up.
All right. Well, seeing Chromagill now in its jaws, Wake's gonna pull out his handy-dandy trusty trident, made of shiny metal, and run back over to stab at this son of a bitch.
I have an idea since I'm in its face right now for when my turn rolls
Trying to
back
get
around.
between it and Morgan at the very least.
Like I said, I can't.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
I moved.
But where he's standing is where the other
Oh, right.
centipede is.
That's where the other centipede is. And the other one moved over to where Chromagill was. Gotcha.
Yeah, so you're now like.
So even over here, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to run over there and stab at this motherfucker with a modified 20. That'll hit. Follow it up with my bonus action, which is a hand-to-hand attack. 16. I think you said that's what its AC is, right? Okay. And final spear stab. That's a 17.
Okay.
All right, so first stab. That is 8 damage. Kick. 10 damage. Second stab. 11 damage.
This thing is starting to bleed molten gold from its mouth.
Ah! I hate metal and it's hot!
You hate metal and fire. This is the worst for you.
I see now why the Fundlets sent me here. This was a cruel prank.
This was a suicide mission.
They knew!
They told you!
They're sitting in the rafters. Gotcha.
We heard what you said.
This is like an opera. This is a fucking operating theater with just paint glass.
Oh my god.
When do we tell them that the Megapede is nothing more than some advanced mechanics? It's nothing but a robot.
So that's my turn.
All right. Chromagill. I mean, I know Brian.
Morgan.
You're up. Morgan, you're up.
Well, there's a bug.
There's a centipede right in front of you.
Centipede right in front of me. And it's with disadvantage, so I'll take out the Necrostar. Try and bop it. Damn
Bop
it.
Twist it.
Okay. 19 will hit it, I'm guessing.
That'll hit.
Okay. Rolled 15 as the lowest. And that is a D8 and a D4, so blop, blop. 8 damage.
You swing it down. You pop the star around top of its head.
And I'm going to try and... I'm actually going to use the chromatic round and take a shot at the Megapede. So let me just drop that to 13, because that's going to be ammo used regardless.
Hey, Zito, do you have your charger with you?
I do.
Okay. And well, let me see if I can hit it, and this is with disadvantage, so 11. So I matched it with a 16.
You hit.
Okay. Shoot, now for chromatic, I was supposed to roll something to determine the damage type.
1d6.
1d6. I got a 2. So the damage type...
That is ice.
Ice. Frost damage, okay.
It's a chili bug now.
So...
We're gonna freeze that molten metal that's coming out
So
of
then-
You shoot in one of his eyes.
Chromagill.
So 1d6 plus 3. That's 8.
Chroma
That's
gill.
8 ice damage.
The antenna's like
Chromagill.
rubbing at it as one of the eyes glazes over in ice. It's like trying to clean its eye with one of its hands, like, "Ah, God. Next is Chromagill.
Okay, so it's got me grabbed, right? Like it's
Yes.
holding on to me and biting at my face.
Let me
I assume.
read this again. Yes, because not squeezing. Grapple. Your speed is 0. Ends if grappler is incapacitated, past reach, or on a fail check.
Dies.
Yeah, pretty much if it dies.
Working on it.
When you are grappled, the attacker has advantage on you. You have disadvantage to attack it. If you
Okay.
were restrained, you could not move at all.
Okay.
You are not restrained. You are just merely grappled.
I'm gonna ask you how this might work. So it's pulled my axe out of my hand, so I'm once again weaponless.
swallowed it.
Yeah.
It donated.
I do, however, unless told otherwise, because I was told that my weapons were taken. Do I still have my leather gloves with that Cyclops hair on it? That's meant for yanking at armor. Like the chitinous body of this megapede.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna roll a 1d100 because I never specified that. High or low?
I'm gonna say hi.
91. High.
Hell yeah.
Just in case anybody forgot about it, the Red Cat Club.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, they did give
yeah.
me a weapon. That's
Yeah.
correct. They gave me the big.
specifically for it.
So
Actually,
you do have a weapon, yes.
I do have that. I forgot about that. Did I write that down? I could have sworn I did.
Here, let me get rid of this guy. He's out.
Or wait, it was just a basic great club, right? Like it didn't really have any special properties.
They,
it was
they
just
did mention it was
the,
specifically for hunting this thing.
it was the red cap
Yes.
Yeah, the red cap club.
club.
It's just a club covered in red cap mushrooms.
Well, I've got 2 attacks, so I'm gonna try this first. I'm going to. Looking at its face that I'm assuming is pretty close to me,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and see if I can find any sort of groove to just get these gloves in and just yank and pull some of its exoskeleton off of it.
So you're trying to pull it out and not actually attack it with the club?
I'm not gonna attack it with the club yet. I'm just gonna try and
Athletics with disadvantage.
rip off a piece of armor so I can get perhaps an unprotected place. You said athletics with disadvantage?
Yep.
It's not great. Oh, and I could have kept that.
Can you beat a 6?
It does. It does beat a 6. Thank
Yay!
God. I had a 13.
All right. So you were trying to pull off what exactly?
I'm
again?
just trying to, since it's covered in like chitinous kind of armor looking stuff, I'm just trying to find a good spot nearby to just yank some
something
of it
might
off.
look a little loose.
Yeah,
maybe
just-
something that I was like wailing at.
Yeah, just anything that would have had like any sort of seam between it where it would have been bending or like twisting anywhere, so I could just get a finger in there with these Cyclops hair.
You don't get a piece of its armor. You get a tooth.
All right, it's still something. So just get off of there. Removing pieces of you, hoping to open up some sort of possible
Let me roll something.
spot to hurt you more.
Roll me another strength check with disadvantage.
Okay. Is this strength or athletics?
Athletics.
Athletics. That would be 17.
By 2 points, you would have been able to get out. It's still holding on to you.
But anyways, since I have extra attack now, I'm just gonna swing at it with this great club.
Okay.
And you said that's gonna have disadvantage, right?
Well, roll me a sleight of hand to actually get it, because Dex with disadvantage, because you're grappled.
Oh boy. That is. You said sleight of hand.
Yep.
That's 11.
It rolled a 5, you get it.
Hell yeah!
Now roll the hit with disadvantage.
Okay. Does an 18 hit?
That does.
Hell yeah! And
Bonk!
Roll a 1d100.
Oh shit.
oh man, okay. So that's gonna be.
That's a hell of a great club.
Well,
So-
it adds the effect to
Nah,
it.
I
Yeah.
getcha.
So that's the 2d10s, right? One's
Yep.
the 10 space, one's the dot. All right. Well, here's gonna be for 10s. That's
30.
30. 39.
Okay, now roll the damage.
D8. Great club. Plus my strength will be a 9.
A 9?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You actually slug this thing with the cap right where you pulled the tooth out. His flesh begins to bark, like almost like bark skin. It starts to go over with mushroom flesh. One side of his face is completely covered in what looks like mushroomy veins, and he lets you go, dropping you.
Ah!
That,
I got him.
That will be... You take fall damage. Roll in athletics or acrobatics with your choosing.
It's going to be athletics. 18.
You take 2 points of damage falling.
Superhero landing.
Yep.
Where did my pencil? There it is.
I was gonna say I got a spare if you want.
Now we are up to Other Centipede. Other Centipede sees there's a giant mushroom on the floor.
Oh.
Does a 14 hit?
No, it does not. Thank God.
It bites the top of your mushroom and tries yanking on it.
Stop it.
No.
Back up to the Megapede. Need to roll something for Megapede. Megapede. Holy fuck. Alright, well, Megapede is too worried with what's going on. It's grappled under the idea that it's completely in fear. These mushrooms are taking over its head and actually stalling it. It forgoes its turn.
Oh, it's stunned.
So, fellas, I forgot I had this club that the Fundlets gave me that they said would be really good against the Megapede. What? But I got him with it. So let's
Good work, Chromagill.
see what happens.
Go for it, Nick.
MVP, Chromagill. All right.
You know it.
I'm dying!
I'm gonna
Give me a sec.
I'm gonna
Take a
continue
knee.
stabbing. 26.
Alright.
Follow up with a punch. That's a modified 20. Followed by final stab, which is a 15 that misses.
Okay.
Wait, no, that one. Stabbity, stabbity. That is 13 damage with the one stab.
Alrighty.
And with the follow-up kick, that is 9. So, yeah.
23.
20. 9 plus
13.
8 plus 5, 13. Yeah, so 13 plus 9 is 22.
22. Okay, sorry.
No worries.
This thing is looking fucking miserable. Do something, Morgan. It is almost dead.
Okay.
It wants to die.
This thing is...
Give it peace.
This thing, its saliva is no longer saliva. It's molten gold.
Gonna load in a chromatic round. Is the poisoning disadvantage still in effect?
Yep.
Okay,
Roll a
so
con save.
okay.
That will take up your movement to get rid of that.
Well, I ain't moving, so. Okay, 15.
Disadvantage.
Oh yeah, duh. For the con save. 15.
Passes. You are no longer poisoned.
Yay. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, gonna shoot it in the face. 14. That ain't gonna hit.
Nope.
And I'll try one more time. Load another round.
Why do I even have a D12?
There's no point in
Modified
having a
20.
barbarian. Modified 20, that hits.
So let me pick the damage type. That's so ice again.
Ice.
Rolled a 2. That's 6, 9 ice damage.
Flavor how you kill it.
Basically, take aim. A giant frost lance shoots out of the gun and goes through its frozen eye out the other side.
It flails around screaming and gives out a death curdle, and right in front of Chromagill, it slams its giant head right on top of the other centipede. And now it's like oozing molten gold out of its mouth on top of you.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to get my babies out of there.
Well, we can do that next time. I think
Yeah.
we've ran over time. But congratulations, the Megapede is dead.
Megapede has died!
Thanks. I'm sure many of you in the chat screaming, hey, what about that club they gave Chromagill? That
Yep.
I think I tried to write it down here, but I have Stitch with red cap. I'm not sure if that's what it was.
Maybe it was sick.
Yeah, maybe it was Stick with red caps. That might have been what it was. Actually, yeah, that probably fits. So
That makes some sense now. That
It was a cordyceps. It
It-
fucking takes over bugs' brains and makes them halt.
okay. Well,
Nah, so it wasn't just a mushroom. It was a
It was a parasite.
Don't touch me with that.
Hey, are you a
Awesome.
bug?
Well, no, but that shit like
Still scary.
I've played The Last of Us. Anyway, before we go, we got fan art to look at.
We
right?
do. Let me
Hell yeah.
pop that
Let's
up
get
real
to
quick.
it.
TFS at the table. Twitter. All right. I believe we could start at number 1.
Numero uno.
Oh,
God! The All-Father.
holy shit.
Brother, why?
This is who you're giving your blood oath to.
Well,
From Venomous
anyway.
Vinny.
We're gonna need to have a lot of talks about allegiances, Chromagil.
What? No, he looks
20 foot tall, by the way.
funglet.
I go up to his shins.
These are the funglets I was telling you about. Little creatures, huh?
All I wanted was the All-Father to say, silent small one. No,
Crow-
remember, he's ghost fat.
Yeah,
That's me,
You
Ghost
are
Fat.
Ghost Fat, and this guy is.
Man, what other
Oh.
fucking nicknames do they have for you guys, I wonder?
Don't know. I suppose we'll find out next time.
All right, thank you, Venomous Vinny. Next up,
Very creepy.
there are... What happened to these pictures?
Their size probably got adjusted because we swapped over to Streamlabs OBS
was-
today because we wanted to get that working.
All right,
over.
well, this is a two-parter. Smash that like button if...
Yeah! Hurrah!
From
Love it.
Caesar Morales, Ziga Exeron.
Hell yeah, Ziga.
My table.
It's definitely smashed, all right.
Destroyed
you
that
so much.
tablet. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Next up. Okay, so
Oh, hell yeah.
let's talk a little bit about this one because they took the first official image of like most of Archak's Onslow, which is just the head, and then the rest of it they panned out and made themselves.
That's awesome.
So from the one reference image we had, they outgrew it to a full body picture.
That's
so cool.
fantastic.
That's fucking rad. And this is Zombie Decoy.
Hell yeah, Zombie
Nice.
Decoy. That's awesome. Name I haven't heard much here before, but look forward to hearing
Which
again.
was funny because when I first saw like the progression of this image and I'm just like, oh, it's a retelling from Jack's picture. Oh wait, no, it's more. Oh fuck, it's super more.
Way more.
That is fantastic.
He big.
He big boy.
Just love the blunderbuss just slunk kind of over the shoulder. Just I'm
The
hanging
shading
out,
work on the
whatever.
slacks are nice.
Oh yeah. No, I'm super all over about this. This is rad. Thank you so much.
Cool stuff.
Next up, from Xenothon.
So is this the room we destroyed?
No, see, I destroyed this room.
Good point.
I am at fault here.
Needed to make sure you knew.
Fair
Oh
enough.
man, Zentheon 1. Thank you so much for this picture.
I love
comment.
Meech's face is like, what do you people keep doing?
Why do you do this?
See, Michi, you've never traveled with the natural wonders before. You don't get it.
And
You
Chromagil
just
needs to know he is
don't get it.
proud that he destroyed this. Hold on.
Me.
Structural integrity was proven false by one Chromagil.
House inspection. Here I come.
He'd be a hell of an inspector.
This doesn't look up to code anymore.
Turns out that one was load bearing.
But not this load. High five.
House collapses around you.
Perhaps you don't
No, it's
see
that
the...
fucking scene from the video, the stock image of a mushroom cloud in the house being blown away.
I am the mushroom cloud.
There you go. There's your image. A mushroom cloud with Chromagil face on it.
Thank you so much. Next up, from Artsy94.
Yay! Oh,
From
man.
Artsy94.
That's great.
I would cosplay Chromagil in a heartbeat if I was 7
you
feet
heard-
tall and a mushroom.
You heard it. Somebody send Grant a mushroom.
Get to it,
Dakimakura.
costume makers.
Somebody in chat earlier said that they have a Chromagil cosplay.
Oh my god.
what?
I'm gonna need to see some pics of that.
That's dope.
That's
I
fucking great.
really hope it's going to be at a convention we're at.
That's so rad.
I
Thank
didn't
you.
purposefully make a very difficult to cosplay creature.
Man, you say that. You don't know people at like fucking BlizzCon.
Okay, man.
Oh man,
Get
they
Gen
go all
Con.
out.
By all
Oh, yeah,
means, I'm
Dragon
sure it is not
Con.
impossible.
Do you fucking see the League of Legends cosplayers who do the quadrupedic like horse characters?
That
and they
doesn't
do them
surprise
right?
me.
That's amazing.
Fucking astounding. Thank you
Alright.
so much for
By the
this.
way, awesome.
And our last one, actually last two. Wanted to draw Licky.
Licky! I miss him already.
Meh.
Well,
He just spews lava. How bad could that be?
Dongle doodle.
He's got a little anglerfish fucking bob on his
Yeah,
head.
he's got a little anglerfish
Do
dongle
not
doodle.
question. That's not the most terrifying
I
notion
also
ever.
love that he has shoulder eyeballs.
Oh my god, he does.
I love him.
Which is fun
I
because
miss
the
him.
next picture is this from the same artist from Nanner Hannah 1.
Hell
Both of
yeah.
these pictures.
I love him.
So
I love
one
him.
was more frog, the other one was more toad.
Well, I love him anyway. I'd love him no matter what he is. I don't judge.
Love him in all shapes and frog forms.
Throws
and
up,
amphibians.
throws up tar.
Wake feels bad that he murdered his entire family. In a rage.
You don't know that.
I mean, Chromagill heard that he basically the last any of the Funglets saw Wake. He was
beating up
just
toads.
beating the shit out of frogs.
Oh man! So now I just imagine fucking like Wake running down the tar pits. Frog baseball!
Oh, smash! Punch! And now you know why Licky had such a gripe to pick.
And I believe that's it.
Yep.
Awesome stuff. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you guys next time at the table. Later, Wonders.
Creatures Codex, pick it up. Pick it up. It has all these weird creatures on it.
And a very specific note about next week. You're taking a
Yes.
week off. There will be a one-shot next week.
I am.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
off,
Yeah.
but you're taking it to write and stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so there
That's
will be
why.
a one-shot next week. Feel free to join us for something special and something fun. Mm-hmm. We'll see you then.
Also, just so you know, the last week of this, because we're taking this off week, we will still also be taking the last Tuesday of this month off because
Yeah,
you will
for-
be out of
for a
town.
game.
Yes, I will be at Too Many Games the
Yeah.
last week of
June.
Well, no, that's not true. The weekend of the second to last week, I will be gone, but I'm going to be taking a little bit of a vacation.
Yeah, you'll be still
back
off.
in New
Seeing,
York.
yeah, seeing
So
family and stuff.
I'll be seeing family and hanging out with friends for that week.
Either way, good stuff, and we'll catch you guys next time.